Hey, y'all know what it is. Fall in is first formation morning sports talk. It's me, your boy Trey, my man Bishop. Bishop, how you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing amazing. For whatever reason, I don't see us on here. Is there some? Oh, I see what it is.
Yeah, the overlay.
Yeah, I see it. Let me fix them. But WGO, what's going on, y'all? How y'all? There you go. Appreciate you. How
Yes,
y'all
sir.
doing this morning, man? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Hopefully, this finds y'all happy, man, because it's Friday, and y'all know what else?
Hey, y'all know
Today
what's
is
going.
pick day. Today's
To,
pick day. Come
today's the
on,
day.
man. Let's
Today's the
go. It's pick day.
day.
Yeah, let's go. It's pick day, y'all. As you can see my background, somebody's about to win that Lombardi trophy this weekend. Good morning, our faithful Erica here this morning. Good to see you, Freddie, our faithful Freddie in the building. I see both of y'all, man. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing, man? What's good with you, Trey? You ready to take this L?
Like I said,
You ready to take this L?
if y'all have been watching this show for the last at least the last month, y'all know at the beginning towards the end of the season, we decided to do a little friendly uh a friendly contest between myself, the Bishop, and our of course y'all see him as our regular guest, Ron Loe, where we picked the who we thought was going to win throughout the course of the playoffs. I came out strong with a 5-1 record. You know what I'm saying? Running, I got them track shoes on.
But
While
just
you know what
call
I'm
them,
saying,
just call them
Bishop
the
was
Atlanta
it.
Falcons in the Super Bowl. Just call them the Atlanta
Bishop
Falcons.
Bishop was you gonna say second with a 4-2 record. I had a 5-1 record. Or was it 7 games? Was it 6 or 7 games initially?
I think it was. I think it was six initially.
Yeah, so yeah, five. Yeah, correct. You're right. So I was 5-1. Bishop was 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Ron was I ain't gonna say dismal because he wasn't losing, but he was 3-3. And then you know what I'm saying they pulled a scorpion with a harpoon and he get over here.
You know what I'm saying? Only the
Get
way
over
I
here
know how. Let's
and get over,
go.
you know what I'm saying, with a get over here and walk me into where last
Over
week I
here.
basically became one game behind for the most part. So now, as opposed to depending on what Bishop and Ron
I ain't
picked today,
salty. Well, I'm gonna be salty, Anthony. What I'm salty about, bro?
don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, it's all about Bishop's my man. Y'all, like he said, we go way, 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 way back. So you know what I'm saying. Of course, in that
We do.
it's only right that if I lose, he lose. So the only way I can make that happen is regardless of what
Mm.
I feel, I have to pick separate from what Bishop does. I would prefer to pick separate from him and Ron, so that way at the end of the day we
But that's
all
not
win.
possible. Right, but
But
that's not possible.
it depends. Like if Bishop and Ron pick the same pick, then that's good. That's the perfect
Yeah,
environment.
that's facts. That's
If
facts.
they
Yeah.
don't, they probably been talking on the side. Like I was, they probably in cahoots together.
We in the
they probably been,
cahoots.
they probably in cahoots together. They probably been
He
talking
said
on the
we in
side. Like,
cahoots, bro.
hey, man, this is what we're gonna
Man,
do. You
don't
know what
do
I'm
it,
saying?
man.
All that ish Trey was talking at the beginning of this, at the beginning of this.
Hey, bro, we
Now
can
we're
take
in
over.
perfect,
Hey, look, if you do
perfect
this,
position.
bro,
Yeah,
Ron, you do this, man. We out on
yeah.
top, baby. We can go out on
Like I
top,
said,
baby.
boys in the hood. Ricky and Trey, boys of the hood. Hey, you go this way, I go this way. Them fools ain't gonna want to
Ah,
bump if
we
we
know
run
what
into
happened
them.
to
So you know what I'm
Ricky.
saying? Yeah, true.
Ricky!
I was about to say. I was about to say. We know what happened to Ricky. If you had a meme, it'd be Trey out there with a shotty picking the opposite team. So hey, it is what it
Yeah,
is. So you know,
no
what I'm saying
doubt.
it's all fun and fall games. Of course, as we know, Kevin Smith, our fraternal brother, uh,
Mm-hmm.
is being
Is
represented
one of the
by the Los Angeles Rams, and Key in the building. Key Williams is being represented by the Cincinnati Bengals. So we got a little something for one of them, depending
Key
on
ain't
who
jumped on here
wins.
yet, huh?
I ain't seen Key, but Key and them and people from Spotlight Sports Network, and they also ASAP. You know, they been engaging with the media a day for the Super Bowl, so
Okay.
they be on doing interviews and stuff like that, and talking to the players and stuff like that. So shout outs to those individuals for making that happen. We'll
That's
be
what's
at
up.
that.
I
We'll
should
be
have
there
talked to
at
you
some
already.
point. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so they're doing that type of thing. So Key, you know what I'm saying? She is doing that. So you know, I'm very sure she's gonna fall in soon. We could give her a little pass. We could be like she went to go do a PAI or something like that, and and she just running a little way. Matter of fact, you know what, bro? Speaking of PAIs, I remember yesterday how we was talking about um going to the Cook's Mountain and stuff like that, and us having to be up earlier than anything. So in the military, we have a thing called the PAI. Of course, if anyone in service, especially in the Army, please chime in. So we have PAIs. Basically, the PAI is a situation where you take your dog tags, ID card, and all that type of stuff, and you go and you run through to see the 42 alphas, or 42 alphas are is equivalent to the human resource. So you go see the 42 alphas and you basically show them your dog tags, ID card. You might discuss or talk about if you confirm, if you make sure you have all your things in order as far as the wheels and things in that nature. So usually what they do is they get everybody in the formation, usually battalion, brigade, depending on how they do it. In this particular situation, we were a battalion. It was the battalion that was all lined up. Bruh, I've shared with y'all before. It was a certain first sergeant in which I had that we just could not get along. We couldn't get right, and so this
Female
first
first
sergeant,
time,
bro,
right?
yeah, female first sergeant.
Yeah, that's
I still wouldn't say her name. I think, well, I say first sergeant, but now she's probably a sergeant, or she probably should have retired as a sergeant major. But so the female first sergeant, we'll call her Alicia. That's her first name, Alicia. So Alicia would I come and fall into formation, bruh. Again, I'm a cook. I'm food service. The chances are I've been up about 2 or 3 hours prior to this even going on because the formation was at 6:30. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone's put in alphabetical order, so that way it's an easier transition. You just turn around, right face, forward march, and let your stuff be checked. So of course, my last name is Mir. So I'm one of the top seven. I'm in the top seven in the unit as when it comes to names. So she's going through and she's counting and she's moving like putting to make sure everyone's by name by and everything. So I fall in. The line
Right.
shifts. The file shifts. She sees what's good, Mike.
What up, Mike?
She sees
Hey,
the
let us know
files.
when we can get you on the show, Mike. Let us know. We love to
So
have you on the show, bro.
she sees the file shift. When the file shifts, then
What do you mean the file, Trey? What?
the line, the rank, the shift, because I fell in. So it moved to the right.
Okay. So she see. Okay, so she
So
sees that. Yeah, got
yeah,
it.
she sees it move, and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, why are you guys moving? And so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, Top, I just fell in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just fall in what you want to, huh, Sergeant Amir? I'm thinking to myself, like, yo. I was like, first, Sergeant, I had to go to the DFAC to check on the soldiers and let them know they need to come here. So, and then, so I'm standing there, right? And she's standing, like, staring at me. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking around, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, like keep my mind in the right place. Because I'm looking around, like, yo, why is she sitting here? Like, I'm doing all this, but in my mind, I'm having a whole conversation with myself.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking up like this. And so finally it's like I'm like literally she just standing there like
Just staring at you in front of everybody in the formation.
and so I'm like, yeah, in front of everyone in the formation that's in that area. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, I'm thinking to myself, like, what's the deal? So finally, so finally I looked at her and I so I turned, I look at her, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What did you want me to say? Like, we're cooks. I had to go to the
You
DFAC.
gotta
Like, we've
check them.
been
Yeah,
up
yeah.
for
You
three or
have to
four
do a
hours
check.
more than 2 or 3 hours before y'all
Was you
even
the
got
head
up.
NCO? Was you
For
the
the
head
guard,
NCO at the day? Yeah, at the time. Was you the only
no, it was
NCO there?
no, it was Sergeant Rogers, but you know how that goes. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Usually
yeah.
the second person in charge is usually the person that do all the work. So
Right,
it so
facts.
so it was like I went
What
there
up,
and
Frat?
like,
What up, LaStanton?
what's good, man? What's good? What's good? So yeah. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, that's basically what it was. And that brought me back yesterday when we was talking about the formations. I was like,
Mhm.
this chick, bro. Like, I don't know what it
Wow.
was. I don't know if I did something prior to,
He
you
had
know
the
what I'm
hots for
saying?
you, Trey. That's what it
You
was.
know
It was
what?
the
That was the
eyes.
rumor. That was
I
the
believe
rumor
it.
for the
I
most
believe it,
part.
bro.
But
I
you know what I'm saying?
believe it,
Because
bro.
it was
I
bad.
believe that.
It started out early. Like, I was on leave when she took over as first sergeant, and my older son's mom called her and said I was harassing her because I was trying to see my kid. And so I pull up and like, yo, I sit in front of this woman's house for like hours, like waiting so I can see my kid. And they basically bamboozled me. So I didn't say anything. I didn't go to tell you nothing about nobody. I just, found out what I probably had to do. And then I came back off leave, and they was like, "Hey,
right,
don't
Mike?
don't
Right,
believe the
Mike? It's
hype.
the
Don't believe."
eyes, bro. It's the eyes.
So,
He be getting with the eyes, bro.
so when we came on. I walked up and the A's like everyone was like, "Hey, first sergeant, I want to see you." So I'm like, "First sergeant?" I was like, "I don't even know this lady." So I was like, "Okay." So I fall in, PT formation, first formation of the day. And I was like, "Hey, first sergeant, my name's Staff Sergeant Amir." I was like, "I heard that you want to see me." "Yeah, I wanted to see you, Sergeant Amir." She's like, I got a call from your baby. She said, baby's mama. I got a call from your baby mama, right? I was like, okay, first sergeant. All right, first sergeant. And she said that you're harassing her. And you know what? I believe her. What?
Hold on. And this is the first time you've met her?
First time I met her. That's not taking consideration. You're my first sergeant. But you know what I'm saying? But you ain't never seen me. All you know is my name is on your 162.
Mike is stupid.
So it's
Mike,
like
he's a fool, bro.
It's like this is like you ain't all you see is my name on your 162 or your alpha roster. That's all you know is my name is Staff Sergeant Trevion Amir. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you see, of course, with my social and all that type of stuff. So when she said that, I was like, "Yo, what in the?" And so after that, it was like all down here from there.
But keep it 100, Trey. Was she attractive?
No.
Oh.
I mean, she wasn't. No, I mean I can say no, but it wasn't that type of it wasn't like other first sergeants and sergeant major where you probably didn't see. It's like, yo, Top can get it, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. So, so no, she wasn't one of those. She was a trip, bro. She was Hispanic, so I mean, or Latin. I'm sorry.
I thought she was African American. She was Hispanic.
Yeah, she was a Latin.
Oh yeah.
She was Spitfire, bro. She went about her business. Like she was off the chain.
You said her first name was what?
Alicia.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Everyone, y'all see who we got on the show? We got Mr. Ron Loe in the building. What's up, Ron? How you doing, man? It's Friday, man. Today is Pick Day. It's Pick Day, Ron. And by the look of his hat, y'all. By the look of his hat.
Don't let that fool you.
Yeah, I was about to say, Trey, he ain't about to put the banana
that's what he's trying to do.
Banana in the tailpipe on me. He ain't about to do that.
That's exactly what he do. He's like, pow.
But we know Ron is in an inclement weather type of state. So, he could pop on any hat. You know what I'm saying? Because of the weather. However, is his hat a statement for what he has planned for us today in regards to his pick? Ron, what you got to say about that? What's up this morning on this Friday?
Y'all gonna have to stay tuned. I'm gonna have to think on it. This show, as we debate and break it down. Let's see. By the look at your background, I would say you don't know what you're gonna pick.
That's what I want y'all to think, bro.
That's why I know my background is the same way, but that's exactly what I'm on. I'm barren in my pick because I need y'all to pick first. So it's gonna go down. Of course, it's gonna go down.
Go down in the city, baby. It's that day. It's that day. We are less than 48 or a little under 48 hours before this game takes place, bro. Let's go. It's mad crazy. Crazy.
I guess at the end of the day, we can all be happy that we're about to have an incredible game. Just how much we're struggling with the pick.
That part, bro. That part. But we do have a lot to talk about today.
Oh yeah, we finna get
so right much going on outside of the football.
And that's exactly where we're gonna start off with the NBA because I want to say I want it to be savory. I want it to be. It's like a nice soup or something. Like I want it to be savored for when we get to these NFL topics.
Look at Mike. Look at this. Look at Mike. Him and them damn Chicago Bears, bro. Mike and his Chicago, man. His Chicagos. Here he go. Mike be on some. Mike, you on one. You always on one. But you're a true fan. I say that. You're a true fan.
Yes, yeah.
Man, I don't want to say I can't think of the last time I remember Chicago in a championship game. Basketball, football. We might have to go to baseball.
Been a while in football for sure.
So I mean, technically, you gotta think they're gonna have Lower Marymount. The Ramblers go to the Final Four in the NCAA. They from Chicago. We gotta give them something.
Who, Loyal or
Oh,
Marymount?
man.
Not Loyola Marymount. They're from LA. The Ramblers. I can't think of it. Remember
Who's the
with the
Ramblers?
sister Jean, the nun was. Oh yeah, that's correct. Stand up. The
Oh,
WNBA
look,
Chicago
he know.
Sky. I got you, Mike.
Mike
We
know.
got you, Mike. I hear you,
Mike
brother.
know.
Hey, get it how you live, bro. Get it how you live.
Get
Don't
him,
sit
Mike.
up and-
Get him off you,
What
Mike.
is say?
Get him off you, Mike. Get him off you, Mike. Mike say, "I'm gonna get you off me, Ron." He said,
So,
"I got
of course,
one for you."
there was
Chicago Sky. That's facts.
plenty going on yesterday in the NBA. Of course, as we waited, one of the first dominoes to fall, as we know it, the Sacramento sent Marvin Bagley to Detroit. Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Jackson, and Trey Lyles were traded to the Sacramento Kings. Milwaukee got Serge Ibaka and 2 second-round picks. Additionally, Semi Ojeleye and Rodney Hood went to the Clippers in a 4-team trade. Gentlemen, when you heard this, as we heard it here, Bishop first reported, he pulled it off when it came across First Take. Did you think that this was going to lead to what was the beginning of a lot of players, some blockbusters trades being sent at the end of the day?
So I thought it, when I saw the Ibaka and all of them trades, I said, man, they making some key trades going on right now, man. I was like, oh wow, especially Ibaka going to Milwaukee, like that was a huge addition to that Bucks team, man. That was big. So I did feel like some things was going to happen. On the flip side, I thought a trade was going to be done with the Lakers, which didn't happen. The trade deadline definitely has come and gone, and so therefore, Westbrook is still in LA. So I thought that was going to be one of the main ones that was going to happen, but it happened to be the one all the way on the other coast that everybody was anticipating and talking a lot about prior to leading up to the deadline. So I'm a bit surprised, but I'm not in a way, Trey, to be honest with you.
Okay, Ron.
It was weird for me because usually everybody's waiting for that one big trade, and then everything
There's dominoes,
trickles off. It was different. It was like little, they just kept building up. It was insane.
Yeah.
But that first one, I loved it. I thought I thought Milwaukee was clear title favorites after picking up Ibaka until we saw the rest of the trades come.
Right.
And I'm happy for Marvin Bagley. He finally get out
there.
But
Detroit,
though, I'm like that.
Even though now he's with Jeremy Grant, in which everyone was coveted trying to get Jeremy Grant, Detroit finds a way to keep Jeremy Grant and kind of like move maybe some asset to help him and Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey. So I don't know. Maybe it will end up working out. I don't know. Probably so. Of course, additionally, Kristaps Porzingis was traded to the Washington Wizards for Dinwiddie and Bertrands. Porzingis, as we all know, if you paid attention last year, Porzingis was not happy with how Luka basically controls the team and the floor and everything like that. What we thought initially was going to be a great addition with Porzingis, aka the Unicorn, connected with Luka, we just thought like, okay, Dallas got something. It proved to not be that. You were.
Porzingis leaving? I didn't because I didn't know that they was out that him, that he was at odds with Luka. I didn't know that.
I thought
Luka's
they
team. I knew that, but I didn't know that they was like he felt some type of way because Luka was the the franchise player for the team. I did not know that. So when I seen Porzingis, I thought, to be honest, man, I'm gonna be honest, totally honest with y'all. I thought that was a misprint. I did not see Porzingis leaving, being shipped out of Dallas. I didn't see that coming. Y'all did, Ron?
They said, Kristaps, you got to get up out the paint, man.
And then what's funny, like, to add more to the story is Dinwiddie in Washington was what Porzingis was like. Basically, the players. It was rumored that the players didn't want Dinwiddie there anymore because he wasn't a match. So they wanted him out anyway because they felt like he wasn't the person that should have been there. He was the person that did more talking than anything.
Yeah,
so basically, they traded for.
Yeah, but Dinwiddie he's inconsistent. Mm-hmm. He's inconsistent. Dinwiddie is very inconsistent, man.
So do you believe this really, or is this a Nets bias, or do you actually believe that he was inconsistent?
No, he's inconsistent. I played with him on 2K. He's inconsistent.
I thought he was about to say no. I know. I played with him in the rucker.
He's inconsistent, man. When I play with him on 2K, man, he'll hit a couple of shots, then he'll go cold real quick, bro. Real quick, bro.
I like to trade for Dallas.
Oh, do you?
Them European beasts is different, man. Talk about why don't we crime. I was disappointed that Dallas didn't pick up what's my man from Luka's national team that was on the Heat. He's on the Rockets now. I mean, not the Rockets, the Raptors.
Gordon Dragic?
Yeah, I know Luka. You know, they're homeboys from Lithuania, wherever they're from.
Right.
The Raptors was ill. They didn't want to give him up. I know Dallas was trying hard to get him for Luka, but they still got another guard in Dinwiddie, and Luka responded last night. He said, "I don't need none of y'all." Yeah,
we gonna get to that.
Let's get to that because I didn't hear Luka's. I was too busy watching other responses, but y'all know we're gonna get to that.
Additionally, the Wizards also were able to trade Montrezl Harrell to the Hornets for Vernon Carey as well as Ish Smith, and also the Wizards picked up. Sent Aaron Holiday to Phoenix because I didn't see what they got in return, but the Wizards did some work. As you know, Brady Beal is out for the rest of the year as he elected to get his wrist surgery, and so he actually was on social media basically letting everybody know that he's okay, he's good, and he's recovering. So the Wizards definitely did some work and made some moves and was able to send some packages out. Yet remains to see how is that going to translate to even this year, or was it a thing in which they're looking to build for next year? Maybe set themselves up so they can bring in some more talent because ideally, I'm sure they're looking to keep Brady Beal at the end of the day. So of course that will more is out on that. The Indiana Pacers sent Torrey Craig to the Suns for Jalen Smith and a second-round draft pick. Do you think, is this an impact one, or is this one just one of those like, okay? Torrey Craig isn't that bad though.
That's a
I could agree. The second round pick. So of course, if you don't know, you're just watching for it in the obvious. The NBA draft every year only consists of 2 rounds. So every year there's only 60 players that can possibly be drafted. Of course, after that, players are able to be picked up just like any other league as undrafted free agents. So that second round pick may not be of any value. It remains to be seen, especially depending on which one it is. I think it's a next year second round pick. So of course, depending on the team. I got you, Ant. You know, it's coming down the line like a choo-choo train. So the Rockets yesterday received Dennis Schroeder, Enes Freedom, formerly Enes Cancer, and Fernando in a trade for a reunion as Boston got back Daniel Theis. So hold up before we get to this. Additionally, Boston also received Derek White from the Spurs for Romeo Langford, Josh Richardson, and a first-round pick. When I hear this, gentlemen, and let me know if y'all agree, I hear Boston building a defensive powerhouse to go along with Tatum scoring and Jaylen Brown's ability to score. It sounds like those are defense. Derek White ain't nothing to sneeze at. The boy's nasty. So it's like, so what do you think about these the Boston moves?
I think they were crucial moves, and I totally agree with you. I think Boston's trying to build a powerhouse team out there, and I feel like the additions in which they brought in, I think that's going to put them in a good spot to be contenders out there. and out there in the East. So I mean, right now the East is looking real crazy right now. They're trying to compete with the West because we know the West has been dominating for the past few years. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. Now the East is really trying to bring it on by adding the additions to all the East teams, not just some, all the East teams, bro.
I've always loved Boston. They got two dudes on their squad that can literally drop 50 any night. Jaylen Brown and homie is a very rough duo, and they didn't want to give up any of them in trades. If Mike was still here, he'd be able to tell you that I told him a while back that Boston would be able to beat Chicago in a playoff series. So that's how
and
I
that
feel
would be a
about
good series. Yeah, that would be a good series. But
But the question with Boston is, what are we doing with Marcus Smart? But I guess the way
defense,
he
bro.
elevated
defense, I was about to say the same thing.
And like you was about to say, Ron, he's elevated himself as from an offensive standpoint as well, making him.
Right.
He would have been a valuable trade asset, but now they done brought back Daniel Theis again, and they look like, you know, saying they're already the top team in defense as is, and now they done brought back Theis. Like, yo, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
No, you said it. I guess Marcus Smart said y'all gonna put some respect on my name.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of teams was trying to get him, so I guess.
But don't you think it's time, Ron? Don't you think it's time, Ron? Because Smart hadn't been playing the best ball, especially last season. He wasn't playing best ball. He was doing good on defense, but offensively, he wasn't contributing, in which I think Boston needed him to contribute. And now, like you say, he's putting respect. He's like, hey, I'm finna show y'all I'm not just defense. I can put some points on the board for you too, Jason. I could be your Batman. I could be your Robin if you need me to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the Celtics are ever going to go anywhere with Marcus Smart as the starting point guard, which is what he's elevated to. I think he needs to stay sixth man to work with.
Yeah, because now they got Derek White. They can let Derek White run the point now. Or they had other people that's on their bench that could have been point guards, but now with a Derek White can run the point.
You talking about Derek White from
San Antonio?
You talking about from the Spurs, right?
Yeah.
See, he's not that dude for me, man. Derek White is not. I feel like to me, I feel like he's overrated. He's not that dude for me, bro. In my opinion, I don't feel like Derek White is that dude. I don't. In my personal opinion, I don't. But I mean, maybe it'll be a fresh start for him over in Boston. Maybe he can do come over to Boston, give him a spark. Not like they need a spark, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. My wife always talking. But it's not that. What? And he's from San Antonio team, which you don't care for. Anywho, there you go.
Oh, the tea is getting poured. Let's go.
Anyway, man,
it's out. It's so now we know another bias. We know another bias.
It's not that, Ron. It's not that, Trey. It is not that. I'm watching play. What up, Frat? It's not that. It's the fact that I just don't feel like he's that dude. But let's see what he does in Boston. But if he a bust, y'all heard it here first. What'd you say, Ron?
I hate him for Boston. Like, Boston fans, please don't make a big deal about Theis coming back to Boston. Like, that means y'all gonna really step it up in the competition out east. I wish they would have brought in some shooters and put them around them boys.
And I agree with that, Ron.
Like a Seth Curry type player. Somebody.
Oh no, we know where Seth went, baby. We know where Seth went. Yeah, baby.
That hurt, man.
So we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Gentlemen, let me know if y'all agree with this. And what I think about Marcus Smart is he's grown in the Boston system. Like he came in highly touted as a rookie, and then he was dominant in OSU, of course. He was a Cowboy, Bishop. I look at it. Yeah, see, look at him, shake his head for that. He was dominant. He was dominant as a Cowboy for the most part, and then he got into the league, and then he kind of rescinded and he became different roles. But I think he's grown in the Boston system to where now he's seen as a lockdown defender, defensive stalwart. He has the ability to score as well. So he's definitely made some strides in that system. I don't know, would he be the Marcus Smart that we see right now if they would have gave up on him at some point and be like, nah, you're not what we need, and went ahead and moved on from him. didn't Smart want out when he didn't get along with his teammates. Anthony, I
Did
think
he?
that was more. I don't think. Well, of course, he probably wanted out, but I don't know. Was it? Is it that? I think it was more of a situation that it was mutual where they wanted to move him, but of course, I think they seen more value in him and keeping him, and maybe the teammates was the ones in which. But he started to become a team leader, and he said what was on his mind, and of course, no one really likes that at times.
We're still talking about Marcus Smart.
Nah, we moving on. Bro.
Okay, that's gonna come back to be Boston's biggest mistake because he was
Keeping him really.
Because he was at the top of his game. He proved everybody wrong. I felt like they should have went out and tried to get as much as they could for him. Because
okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
He was good. He was good. He was an asset. He was tradable. He was good. He had made it.
It's gonna be like the CJ McCollum, Dame Lillard thing. Like y'all held on for all of these years when y'all should have been let CJ go and started to try to do something different. Okay, Boston, y'all want to roll back all these chips again? This ain't 2017. Y'all going against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's bleak. It's bleak.
So of course, as Ron was saying, I was like, okay, we'll get to that. Goran Dragic was at a late first round pick, was sent to San Antonio as Toronto receives Thaddeus Young, Drew Eubanks, and the second round pick. But additionally, what is expected is Dragic is expected to reach a buyout, which puts him in perfect prime position to be able to go connect with his man down in D-Town and see what they can do with a Luka Dragic connection. The Dragon's going to go. The Dragon in the I don't know about that. Holiday, that's Holiday's. I don't think that's going to happen, Taylor.
No, man. He goes and plays with his best friend. Like him and Luka is 10 toes. They tight.
they like Tyreek and Brayden.
Exactly. Power to the limit. They're gonna be a nasty. They're gonna be Dragon is the perfect guard to just be Luka's shadow.
Let Ligo go ahead and get off.
Right. He ain't gonna complain. He ain't gonna do nothing.
What y'all think about that?
I will say this, bro. I will say this. Luka made it very evident last night that he didn't need
Oh yeah,
Porzingis.
He definitely did.
He made it very evident that he did not need.
And that's what Ron meant by Luka made the statement. But it's coming. Yeah. It's coming. So of course, like we said yesterday, we was looking for one of two trades to basically speckle the NBA deadline. We got one of two. We didn't get two or two. We got one or two. The first one in which we was looking for, of course, was we were looking for a chance, an opportunity to see if the Los Angeles Lakers was going to let Russell Westbrook go. In which they didn't. Actually, they were offered a deal for Westbrook as Houston Rockets were looking to trade 1-for-1 Russell Westbrook for John Wall, in which the Lakers declined. So keeping Russell in LA. So gentlemen, I ask you this: do you think that was a situation in which Rob Pelinka, the GM, basketball president of basketball operations, do you think this was a situation in which they believe in Russ, or they just thought that wasn't worth doing, bringing in another player that is similar in somewhat and looking at the possibility where we just bring the same problem in, or do they believe in Russell at the end of the day?
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't understand how you can leave a guy there who y'all benched twice already in the season because he's not producing. What is your purpose of him being there? He's clearly he's played X amount of games and he still has not gotten better. If anything, he's gotten worse. Of course, the Rockets would say no. He left the Rockets. Why would the Rockets want Westbrook back?
They did want him back, but I think, like you said, they was
but Westbrook wouldn't. No, but Westbrook probably wouldn't go back. Yeah, but Westbrook probably wouldn't want to go back. That's the thing.
Russ, I believe in you, bro. Let's get it. We're gonna make this happen.
I believe they done too, Taylor. I totally believe the Lakers are done. They didn't make no change. They didn't make no adjustments. They left it the way it is. Like they didn't have problems. Like they was sitting on top in the West. Like they sitting on top in the West. Y'all should be one of the main ones making moves.
I don't know. I may be one of the still one of the few people out here that's ready to still go and die and live on the Los Angeles Lakers. I go to sleep every night, just like, man, is LeBron and Anthony Davis, them two both on the court healthy, really the best combo in the NBA? It gotta be. Okay.
I can tell you what I do not believe. I do not believe with the next pick in which we're going to talk about that basically like blew the internet, but we seen it coming.
Here come the biasness.
I do not believe without a doubt that James Harden and Joel Embiid are the next best two. That
Kobe
I
and
don't
Shaq.
believe. Oh, yeah, of course that. But what I'm saying
That's
for
what
this
they comparing
turn,
them to. That's what they comparing them to. Kobe and
yeah,
Shaq.
that's not it. But of course, as a lot of y'all are waiting for to hear up and see our soliloquy on this, James Harden was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. James Harden went ahead and James Harden went ahead and picked up his option for next year for $47.3 million. So he's going to play for the 76ers at least 2 years before they go back and restructure his contract or get an extension. Fellas, what do y'all say about this? In which I know
you already know
Philly. You know what I'm saying? You feeling Philly. Ron Bishop is feeling Brooklyn. I have no skin in this game. So Jimmy, pop off. Let's hear it.
So as you see right there, who got the better deal? The Sixers or the Nets?
The Sixers. I mean, the Nets got the better good. The Nets got the better deal.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. You telling me Durant got 2 homies on his team that we don't even know if they want to play basketball, and he got the better trade? I don't know.
What do you mean? Wait, Ron. Hold on. What you won't do is sit here and act like you sitting there and saying 2 players that don't know what they don't want to play, don't know whether or not they want to play basketball. Who is that?
None of us could come on here and say we're 100% sure that Kyrie and Ben Simmons want to play basketball this year.
What do you mean Kyrie don't want to play basketball because he don't want to take the vaccine? That don't mean he don't want to play basketball. And then Ben Simmons, his thing is a mental state, but we finna see if that's really mental.
He already reported he's going on the next road trip.
So right there, with that being said, we know, of course, the Nets got the better deal by adding Ben Simmons. And see, I told you this earlier in the week when you asked me about it, Trey. I said, it just can't be Ben Simmons. We got to get something out of the deal. And to get Drummond and to get Seth, oh my God, and 2 first-round picks.
But that's not if they didn't get everything they wanted. There was one last piece on the table. They wanted Matisse Thybulle, a future defensive player.
But we'll take right. But we'll take what we got though, because we did get 2 first-round picks too. So we'll take that. Now everybody's saying that the Lakers, not the Lakers, but the Sixers got the better of the deal because they're more primed to be potential threats now that Harden is over there. So in other words, they're saying that the Sixers are in better fit to make a run this year. However, the Nets in the long run got the better deal because Harden is like 37 years old, whereas Ben Simmons is 25. With Ben, KD, and Kyrie, bruh, if Ben can continue to get better, man, the Nets are going to be something to deal with, bro. And then now we got a true shooter in Seth. Then we got Drummond playing D along with Ben. Come on, man. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. I was when I seen that and I seen what the Nets got, I was so excited, man. I was like, I was so excited to see that the Nets was able to make this trade and get at least something. They may not have got what up, AP. They may not have gotten everything in which they asked for. However, I still feel like they came out on top, and that was a huge trade, a huge blockbuster trade for the Nets and the 76ers. Will Harden go over there and be? Will Harden go over there and be the so-called next Kobe and Shaq? Hell no, because Harden is definitely not a Kobe in any way, form, or fashion. He's not that dude. And for one thing, I feel like going to the Sixers, Harden don't even stay healthy enough to play anywhere. He half the time he's already missed 20, 30 games this season, something like that. Come on, man. And a lot of people, he probably missed games because he didn't want to play for the Nets. Well, bye. Deuces. We'll holler at you. See you in the Eastern Conference Finals. Because I pray that's what happens. I pray that the Sixers and the Nets play each other in the Eastern Conference Finals. Ooh, can you imagine?
Ron, you think he really want those problems?
I do.
Yeah. So Bishop, you going off. First thing, you said once Ben Simmons gets better, you really think Ben Simmons is going to improve his game and he doesn't just want to be Ben Simmons, who he is already? I think that's a stretch. What do you think he's going to come out 25. Here now shots, man?
Ron, let me ask you this real quick. I'm not to cut you off, though. Ron, let me ask you this. At 25, weren't you making bonehead mistakes and still figuring things out?
Absolutely.
You don't think that could happen with Ben? He's 25.
Absolutely. I think he's comfortable with who he is, though. He's accepted Ben, and how he plays the game of basketball is how he plays the game of basketball. He wants to just be like a Magic Johnson pass first guard running up and down the court. We'll see if that shot develops. But what y'all gonna do in the fourth quarter when he's getting fouled and send him to the foul line? Like, we just had these problems.
Fact. And I totally understand that part. I do. However,
60%.
I get it. But the thing about the matter is, what people fail to realize is Ben needed to be a shooter in Philly. Ben doesn't need to be a shooter in Brooklyn. We already got Kyrie and KD. We don't need him to shoot. That's the thing. We need him to facilitate.
Now y'all got
and
Seth,
we got Seth too.
You got Seth and Joe Thomas now.
Bro, we don't need him.
The fit is better in Brooklyn. I'll acknowledge that. Yeah. But if you combine Seth Curry and Ben Simmons and like fusion them into one player, guess who you would get? James Harden, who is a walking triple-double.
Stop it.
Shoot, rebound, pass. You can do everything Ben does. We got the Sixers have the higher ceiling than the Nets. Okay. And there's just one thing they got to figure out. James Harden likes to run a lot of pick and roll with his big man. Joel Embiid is just like, nah, give me the ball. Get out the way.
So that's the reason. That's going to be the issue.
That's hence the reason, like, you bring up a good point, Ron. That's why, like I said, I have no skin in the game. So at the end of the day, I think that's going to be the biggest issue is now you got two alphas on the team in which I don't foresee Joel Embiid deferring to James, because as soon as something doesn't go right and James is the reason for it, Joel Embiid is going to hit Twitter and it's going to be all out. Subliminals going to be on, and there's going to be a problem. So that's what I think the issue is like you got two ball dominant individuals, the ball dominant guard who James Harden, who Embiid has never played with, and then you got a ball dominant big who James Harden has never played with, and now that puts them in the same stratosphere. Like I said yesterday with Lauren Hill, two MCs cannot occupy the same place at the same time. And that's the problem that I foresee.
And that's the thing. And a lot of analysts said the exact same thing. Two ball dominant people on the same team is not going to work. It's not. And that's why. And don't get me wrong, Harden will leave or request another trade next year. You ain't lying, Taylor. He probably will. But a lot of people, that's the same reason why, not to knock, they did win a NBA championship, Shaq and Kobe. But that's the main reason why Shaq and Kobe broke up. Because of the fact that the ball dominance. Kobe wanted the ball, Shaq wanted the ball, and they couldn't. It gelled for a year, for them to get their for a couple of years, but to get their championship. But for the most part, and that might be the case for them too, for the 76ers. I can't say it won't be. It could gel enough for this year for them to get to the finals and maybe make a run for for an NBA championship. But only time will tell. But like I said, a lot of analysts said the exact same thing. These two are two ball dominant individuals. Joel Embiid is not finna go set no pick for no damn James Harden so he could do his little thing. No, give me the ball. I am the 76ers. I am the man here. You coming into my city. I pick and choose when you get the ball. You just give me the ball and I'll let you know when I'm gonna give it to you. Stand back and let me do my thing. That's what Joel Embiid, I'm sure, is going to be saying to him. Look, man, this is me. I'm here. But what James is feeling like, man, I'm the shooter. I'm coming with the lefty, the step back. I'm finna get you with these spin moves. I'm finna get you. And then another thing, we know James Harden don't play nobody's defense. Nobody's.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you got Thibault. This.
Yeah,
And
Thibault and
Embiid.
Embiid.
Yeah.
Well, we know he got beat in B. Thibault. I forgot about Thibault, but I'm just saying. Yeah, in my personal opinion, I do feel like the Nets got the better deal. Not saying that the Sixers didn't get a good deal because Harden is definitely an asset to that organization and to that core of team. But I definitely am looking forward to seeing how that tandem is going to
we are
take
in
place.
complete disagreement, Bishop. I think they play March 10th. So
yeah, them two. Yeah, they play March 10th.
So
Yep.
let me ask y'all guys this. I think y'all said it. I don't know if just to make sure we get an emphasis on it. Do you believe that Ben Simmons can grow and become more of a threat than what you think that's possible, or you think is Ron? You shaking your head, Bishop? You up north and south? So
I do. I truly feel it. I mean, Trey, I'm gonna sling it back to you because I did ask Ron this. Do you not think Ben can find a way to become a better shooter out there in Brooklyn at the age of 25? Like I truly believe, and like somebody said, I think it was AP. Ben has Ben has the fact that he got Seth Curry coming over there now, along with KD. KD, who's a big man, because we know KD 6'11, 6'10, 6'11, almost 7 feet, and one of the best perimeter shooters out there in the league. You think he can't teach Ben how to become a better shooter out there in Brooklyn, along with Seth Curry? Come on,
so
man.
I think
I feel like he can. I feel like he can.
Rod has like a serious.
I can tell you.
Like,
I can tell you why if we got time.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. We definitely got time.
So
Ron. Go ahead.
Bishop, he's been with Seth Curry for 2 years already. Why hasn't it happened? Anybody watches basketball will see that Ben Simmons' dominant hand going to the rack is his left. What hand does he shoot with? His right. Everyone has told this man, hey, if you want to grow your shot, first of all, you're going to actually have to start shooting. Maybe you should switch your hands and try to actually shoot with your strong hand and not your dominant hand. Has Ben even tried it or thought about it? No. You can watch the Nets and watch him struggle at the foul line and see if he's still shooting with that wrong hand. If he starts trying to shoot with the other hand, maybe we can talk because he's trying. But
let me ask you this, Ron. I hear what you're saying, and I understood. I did keep in consideration that he's been out there with Seth for 2 years. But who you think he'll listen to more, Seth, or will he listen to KD, who's his same stature, and definitely shoots the ball 10 times better?
KD said literally the moment it happened, Ben Simmons was calling him up. So they already talked and went over everything. That was dope. I was happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things that we omit and we have to keep in mind, the mindset is, even though he probably didn't deserve it, but he is, their coach is none other than Hall of Famer or potential Hall of Famer Steve Nash.
Right.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? That alone should do enough to put him in position to where he's amongst a bunch of people. Not saying that he didn't listen to, well, he probably didn't listen to Doc, but not saying, I mean, he had Doc as well, but he's with Steve Nash. So maybe that's going to do some good to him. Maybe he'll listen to Steve Nash. Like you said, listen to KD, maybe Kyrie. We know that for the beginning, he might start playing a point guard, while he might be the point guard for home games, away games. Kyrie would be the point, or maybe Kyrie continues to play off guard. So I mean, that's another reason why I think the Nets got the better end of the deal, is that now they have more interchangeable parts, and additionally, like I was saying, the what is going to be the disparity potentially. I mean, it could change. You never know. People get older and they start to see things. James Harden might have a Carmelo epiphany and be like, you know what, maybe. Different. I need to think differently, and maybe he might continue to defer to Embiid and just get off when he can.
Only thing Brooklyn needs Ben to be is the defensive player of the year that he is. Okay, let's check that box off. 100% confident he'll do that. What we're gonna watch is the foul throw percentage. Every show we're gonna come on here and track Ben Simmons' free throw percentage. Because in them fourth quarters, when it's down to the wire and Ben Simmons is in the game, shutting down the best perimeter player on the other team, it's gonna be hack a Ben time. And
hack a Ben time.
Yeah, we're gonna see, and then we're gonna talk about the mental issues, them ghosts coming back to haunt him, why he's only shooting 49% from the line. We have seen his best already. Wow,
I don't believe that. I don't believe
Bomb
that.
dropper.
I don't believe that.
Nah, I
At
don't think he's seen his
25,
best yet either.
no. At 25, I don't believe that.
And you gotta think I think
I
different
don't believe that.
personnel bring different things out of you. Hence, like we say all the time, players have left the Lakers and gone on to be different, completely different than
Kuzman.
what you see. Kuzma, Randall, D'Angelo Russell, Lonzo Ball. Like, think about it. Back in the day, Eddie Jones, Doug Christie, Nick
Right.
Van Exel, like all those individuals have left and go on to be productive. And
Right.
so it's I
So
think he's not done yet.
KD almost beat the Bucks by himself last year.
True that.
He
True
did.
that.
But I
He
feel
did.
like if Ben could
It
keep
was an
his free
inch.
throw percentage 75, 77%,
Right.
Nets and 4. Nets and 4.
Okay. I
Nobody
like
knows
that.
how.
I like that. I like that, Ron. Appreciate that. I like that. I like that.
So I asked y'all this question before we get on to the next topic. Does this do you agree that this 70 who is the favorite in the East now? Milwaukee, Philly, Miami, Chicago, or
There is no
Brooklyn?
favorite. There is no favorite, bro. Right now, like
No
I
favorite?
spoke of before,
It's all
in my
up.
opinion, it's in the air. Like I said, the East made such major moves yesterday before the trade deadline. The East is now just as strong as the West, in my opinion. Just like you said, you named all the teams who could come out the East. All the teams you named could come out the East, from the Chicago's to the Milwaukee's to
The Toronto getting hot, and
Yes.
they ain't making you. I mean, yeah, they made some moves too. So
And then not only that, but then we just seen the Knicks beat the damn Golden State Warriors last night. Come on, bro. They beat the Warriors with Curry dropping 35.
What you think, Iran?
I feel like we got to give it to the Bucks because they're already established. They are the reigning champions, and we know what they are. We don't know what Philly and Brooklyn is going to be.
Facts.
And I'll throw Miami in there. Those are the 4.
He said the Heat. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, see, he giving us 4. Ron is even giving us 4, and that's the thing. But if you had to choose out of those 4, Ron, who are you saying the Milwaukee Bucks will come out the East to represent the East for the finals?
Right.
Okay.
I will ride with Giannis for the time.
Are you still going with the reigning champion?
Okay.
Yeah. He earned my respect last year, so I'll let him continue with it. But I don't think he's going to be playing in the NBA championship. But I'm right with him for right now. Let's see how Brooklyn and Philly start to look.
Okay.
That's fair.
Because, like we just said, we all want Brooklyn and Philly in the conference finals.
Absolutely. That would be boy. You talking about? You think the Super Bowl hot, boy? That conference finals right there between the Sixers.
Be on here beefing, Bishop.
But
hey, let's not act like I ain't got a chance.
Ain't nobody. We said Miami. Ron said Miami, and so did Trey. Both of them said Miami. But I don't think what we're
not going to do is omit the Lakers are still a team in the NBA and still have LeBron James.
No, y'all First of all,
y'all talk about y'all gonna be on here beefing. Let's not don't try to push me out and force. See, you know what? Look at here.
This is some. Hey, what we won't do is put the Lakers in this conversation. First, we was talking about the East anyway. But if we want to talk about the West, we cannot add the Lakers. Only the teams that are coming out the West.
Wait, that's not the way I expected that going.
The only teams coming out the West are Golden State and Phoenix. That's what we're looking at coming out the West, bro. The Lakers are not even in talks. I know what Ron feels. I know Ron probably gonna disagree with me because he's believing in them Lakers. But I'm telling you right now, the way these Suns are playing and the way Golden State did lose to the Knicks last night. But even still, like I said, after the All-Star break, we know everything. Everything is gonna change. But yeah, coming out the West, bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, because like Ron's like, Bishop, you gonna be on here biffing. I was like, hold up, we're not gonna omit the fact that the Lakers. I won't beef.
No, you don't want no beef because the Lakers ain't gonna do that.
They said sit down. Right.
I hear it. I hear it talking.
That's rough. I don't feel like the Lakers are trying, man.
Look at that, right? AP, that's what I'm talking about right there, bro. The West is too strong this year, and the Lakers are not in the conversation. That's right. You're right.
You know what? I won't have to sit up and make sure I download this episode so I can pull this portion up. Come the end of the year, I could be able to go back and pull this portion and be like, remember this? Remember the
Ron, you
sit-down
ain't going to
trades
Ron.
and the Lakers conversation talks?
But I'm saying, Ron, you still think the Lakers is coming out the West?
Yeah, when we rewind this clip, I want everybody to know I will say when the Lakers are beating the Phoenix Suns in 7 games.
Woo, y'all are some true Laker fans, bro. Have y'all seen what the Phoenix Suns are doing?
I got too much LeBron in my heart. I guess I'll still be thinking it's 2013.
Hold on. I feel what you're saying, Ron, but do you know that the Phoenix Suns blew out the Bucks yesterday at 131-107? Seriously?
Yes.
The NBA champions blew out.
Paul and DeAndre Ayton put Giannis in a pick and roll, and Chris Paul
was just like, ugh. Yes. Chris Paul had 19 assists and 15 points. 19
he had 10 assists in the first quarter.
Bro, come on, man. And you really think the Lakers gonna have something to answer to that? Seriously?
Yeah. Seriously. Dudes under 6 feet don't win championships, Bishop. Only
who's under 6 feet? Wait a minute.
Only Isaiah Thomas.
Who's under 6 feet, Ron?
Chris Paul's like 5'11" and a half. Get your shoes off. We can look this up. And that's their best player. And we saw that last year.
Oh my God, bro. They was in the finals, though. They was in the finals. That means the Lakers weren't. They were in the finals. Facts.
We ain't gonna get into this trash.
Of course, just as Bishop was saying earlier, Ron was talking about the answer which Luka had when he answered back to losing Porzingis. The Los Angeles Clippers traveled to D-Town to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, the Clippers did not have enough as they took the L 105-112. Dallas improved to 33-23 as the Clippers dropped to 27-30. Of course, the Clippers were led no other than Marcus Morris Sr. with 21 points. They had a help from Reggie Jackson and Norman Powell at 18 and 19 points apiece. But that bad man in D-Town, Luka Doncic, dropped 51 points. He scored 28 in the first quarter, finishing with 51 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists.
First quarter.
He didn't need help from anyone else, but of course he's got 11 points from Brunson as well as Bullock, respectively. Dorian Finney-Smith finished with 12 points. Like he said, he just answered back. Like, saying, I'm here. Saying this is my team. I don't need no stinking Porzingis, and did his
he
thing.
Said no stinking Porzingis.
I did it. Now he like Ron said, they try to get his man potentially a buyout, which they probably get to bring the Dragon to D-Town and the connection, and we'll see where it goes from there. Of course, Bishop's Brooklyn Nets travel to Washington.
Real quick?
Yes, please feel free.
If the Mavs get the Dragon,
yes,
we're gonna have to talk about 3 top teams out west.
Okay. We're really we got that. We definitely could do that. Of course, the as we said, the Nets took on Washington Wizards yesterday. Falling to the 11th straight loss of this 10th straight loss as the Nets lost by 1 point to the Wizards, 112-113. The Brooklyn is currently 29-26, still above 500 as the break is amongst us. 2 weeks away. Washington Wizards improved to 25-29. Of course, the Nets were led by rookie Cameron Thomas, 27. Correction, Kyrie Irving, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Rookie Cameron Thomas. No one's talking about Cameron, and he's a problem right now. 27 points, 4 rebounds, no assists, 13 points from James Jones, and 15 from Blake Griffin. The Wizards, Kyle Kuzma, dropped his first triple-double. 15 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 points from Raul Neto, 13 points from Adaveva.
Really, Anthony.
Wizards not my team, but no. It got given time, Anthony. Come on, man.
And the Nets was trying, man. Kyrie was trying.
They was hot at one point. They started out pretty good.
We was trying, man. The Nets was definitely trying, man. That game just got away from us, man. Got away from us. All these damn. I almost said this my bad word. All these damn distractions, and I still said a bad word. All these distractions from Harden, bro. That's why we can't focus. I'm glad Harden gone. Bye. He take you and your crusty beard over to the 76ers. Bye.
So last night, the Miami Heat traveled to that know ya baby, and came down to face the New Orleans Pelicans, in which they were victorious 112-97. Pistons dropping to 20. Pelicans dropping to 22-33. Miami continued their reign atop the Eastern Conference at the number one team with 36-20 record. Basically, CJ in his debut dropped 15 points, 15.7 rebounds, 5 assists. Brandon Ingram, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 16 points apiece from Devontae Graham and Valanciunas, and 17 points from Jose Alvarado.
Ooh.
They decided to keep him. The Sixers are going to come out of the East after the move, and they beat the in 7.
Okay. Hey, hold on, Trey. Make sure you rewind this when that time comes, Dustin. Dustin, make sure you rewind this, like you said.
Dustin, I said 4, so I'm with you.
So you mean hold on, Ron. So you saying they gonna sweep the Nets?
I'm that confident. It's my
God.
confidence. It's my confidence. It's my confidence in Embiid, man. Embiid
okay, make sure you rewind this.
We're gonna save that. I know we're gonna talk about the Sixers and the Nets more. So
yes. So of course, additionally, Jimmy Butler as well as Bam Adebayo dropped 29 points apiece. Bam with a double with 10 rebounds, and then Jimmy Buckets 8 rebounds, and 10 points from Duncan Robinson, 14 triple double from Kyle Lowry. Please say this video.
Everybody want to do video, and we ain't even made it to football yet. Yeah. It's gonna be a good one.
Out to go down.
Yeah, good one.
Of course, Bishop's man, that bad man in Memphis, Ja Morant faced off with the Pistons yesterday in D-Town. D-Town did not stand up, taking the L 132-107. Memphis improved to 39-18, clearly on the heels of the Warriors and Phoenix. Pistons a dismal 12-43. How did I know? I expected that. So I expected that.
I know it being in your mouth points. So much. I know. I get it.
23 points from Ja Morant, 22 from Desmond Bane. The Pistons leading scorer, 20 points, Jeremy Grant, 17 apiece from Diallo and Sadiq Bey, 12 points from Frank Jackson. Don't worry, Pistons, you got help coming. Maybe what y'all think the over under on the Pistons winning score for the year. We at the halfway mark. They already played 55 games. What you think the over under? I think about 24 games. Maybe get 12 more games. Matt, you know what? That might be too much. 20 games. I think 20 games.
That's a lot better.
20 games. Toronto is on fire right now. I don't think until they lose, I'm not betting against Toronto. Against Toronto anymore.
They balling.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Of course, Toronto traveled to H-Town to take on the Houston Rockets, in which they gave them a 19-point thrashing, getting the win 139-120. The Raptors now 31-23. The Rockets 15-40. Of course, Gary Trent and Pascal Siakam led the way. Gary Trent 42 points. Bruh, think about this. What did Portland get for Gary Trent?
Thank you. Absolutely nothing. 2 quarters.
Ron said thank you. Absolutely nothing.
God, this man is
pissed when that happened.
You think Damian? Who you think even pissed more, Damian?
Bro, I'm very sure Gary
probably pissed even more because CJ gone.
Like they got who? I'm trying to. What I got to go back and look at that. What did Portland get for Gary Trent? My goodness,
Gary Trent was like the West Coast version of Tyler Hero in the playoffs. When they had that run, he was out of control. He had taken over
the whole
CJ spot. Like he was Dame's number 2. He was that hot.
He was. He did.
6 for 13 from 3.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
Kevin Porter. Kevin Porter did his thing. Yeah, Kevin Porter, of course, on the opposite side of the op in this opinion. 30 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Additionally, Garrison Matthews, 19 points, 17 points from center Christian Wood, 11 rebounds as he recorded a double-double. But yeah, that's that. Oh man, Cherry Gary Trent, bro. Like, why they had? It seems like they had the answer there already, and they traded him away. And I wonder what did they get? I wonder did they get some draft picks or something. And then lastly, of course,
I don't know.
we got 2 more games
I
on
don't
that
even know
slate.
if that was worth it.
Yeah, of course, 2 more games on that slate.
Was draft picks even worth it?
I guess not. Of course, when you look at where a team finishes, it doesn't be. You be like, man, I gave up this for a 28th round draft pick. Of course,
right.
As Bishop was talking about, Phoenix did work and damage at home as Milwaukee Bucks came to visit, in which 131-107 was the end state in that. 27 points from DeAndre Ayton, 17 additionally from Chris Paul and Devin Booker, 18 points from Mikal Bridges. Milwaukee just didn't have the answers. Giannis finished with 18 points, 21 points apiece from Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. And additionally, 11 points from Bobby Portis. Like all that talk they did when they played the Lakers, they was clowning.
Man, that was amazing.
Trey, can I get my thoughts?
But this was a game in which this was the final. This was the finals last year, so you knew Phoenix wanted.
It was going to get up.
Phoenix wanted some.
After Trey, you're going to love this as a Lakers fan. After watching that game, I'm like, how did that just happen? It brought me clarity. I'm like, okay, so Phoenix is not as good as they just played against Bucks. They're a lot closer. And what does that mean? The Bucks aren't that much better than the Lakers. They're a lot closer. It's just the waves of basketball. So Laker Nation, it's going to be okay. Phoenix,
that's blasphemy that we're getting from Ron right now.
Phoenix, really. Calm down, and Milwaukee, you're going to be all right on this West Coast trip.
We're talking about. I don't know why people choose to keep the Lakers relevant. It's baffling that people choose to keep the Lakers back.
Y'all think this? Y'all think this is true? Relevant. Bobby Porter's trash? Oh, Bobby Porter Jr. Portis? You talking about Portis or Porter? Bobby Portis.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Portis. But I don't know why people want to make the Lakers keep the Lakers relevant. The Lakers are who we thought they were. That's what they have done throughout the season. We've seen what the Lakers have done. The finals game, this last night's game between the Suns and the Bucks was, of course, last year's finals. Of course, the Suns was going to come in and show why they deserved to be in the finals last year against the Bucks and come out and thrash the Bucks the way they did, beating them by 20-something points. With that being said, this right here shows again that the Lakers are where they're supposed to be. The Suns are coming out of the West, bro. It's going to be the Suns or the or Golden State. GS. One of them two is coming out. It won't be the Lakers, man. The Lakers may make the play, but that's about the size of it, bro. That's about as far as it's going. After that, it's a wrap. Start on the next season. Go ahead and go. Go to wherever you're gonna go.
I might take Luka in the Dragon.
LeBron gonna go play a few games and be on the sideline, hooping and hollering and doing all that good stuff. But man, stop it,
Trey,
man. Y'all stop all that.
I might take Luka and the Dragon over CP3 and Booker.
Ooh. Wow.
If that happens, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Wow, we will. We definitely gonna have to talk about that.
So of course, last game, the New York Knicks traveled to the West Coast to take on the Golden State Warriors, in which Golden State just didn't have enough, losing 114-116, taking the L, falling to 14-15, still behind the 45-10 record from the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks go to 25-31. Julius Randle had a double-double with 28 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 22 points, and 1 rebound from Evan Fournier. The Warriors got 35 points from Steph Curry, 2 rebounds, 10 assists, 17 points from Klay Thompson as he tried to get the tying basket at the end. It just rimmed out too long. 11 points from Jordan Poole, 15 from Andrew Wiggins, and 17 from Jonathan Kuminga. So right now, who would y'all say is the top 3 in the West? Oh, correction. I think I
just gave it to you.
Who you say was who you say?
I just gave them to you. Yeah, I just gave them to you. I didn't
Phoenix?
give you 3, but let me give you my 3. The Phoenix
Okay.
Suns, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Easy, simple.
What about
Easy,
you,
simple.
Ron?
So until the Dragon comes to Dallas, Bishop, we can't put them in the top 3 and disrespect the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you right? Facts. You right. My bad. You right. I digress. You right. I swap out the Dallas Mavericks for the Memphis Grizzlies. You right.
So,
you
but with the Memphis, for them to shake it up, they're going to need Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. to really come into his own in the playoffs. And last night against the Pistons, he shot 2 for 10, 22%. So I'm just like, it don't make sense to me. I don't know. PJ Tucker. That's a good point.
Good question. Good question.
I know. We know what PJ Tucker brings. He's
brought to the table,
fully on the squad. So yeah, maybe they can get that back with Ibaka though. Yeah,
he brings a fresh new pair of shoes every game. That's what he brings.
They could get back that. They could get that back with Ibaka. That's right. They could. That's true.
Yeah,
they could. Ibaka could be that replacement.
So, of course, tonight's slate, as those new players get implemented into their teams, the Cleveland Cavaliers travel to Indiana to take on the Pacers. The OKC Thunder will do battle against Philadelphia in Philly. That's probably going to be a thrashing. The Charlotte Hornets will play against the Detroit Pistons. Denver Nuggets take on the Boston Celtics in Boston. The San Antonio Spurs travel to Atlanta to take on Ice Trae. Big Cat and the Timberwolves travel to Chicago to take on DeMar DeRozan and the Bulls. And the Orlando Magic will do battle in Utah as they face the Utah Jazz tonight.
Hold on, Trey.
I don't know. Yes.
Hold on, Trey. Real quick. You really feel like DeMar DeRozan is the Bulls man and not Zach LaVine? I think Zach LaVine would feel some type of way when you saying DeMar DeRozan over him. I'm just saying.
It's DeMar, man. That's DeMar squad at this point.
That's DeMar squad?
It's DeMar squad.
Wow. You just gonna ship Zach out like that. You go just wow.
That's DeMar scene right now.
Mike, where you at, Mike? Because Mike, I know
I'm very sure Mike will agree. It's DeMar's team.
Where you at, Mike?
Zach lost his squad. Zach,
you agree with that too, Ron?
You know, LaVine wanted kind of a trade last year. He didn't really want to be in Chicago, and he didn't really embrace it until this year. And DeMar, he may have finally found his home.
Ooh,
look at me. I'm your captain now. That's exactly what it is.
Look at me. I am your captain now.
He came in with that Compton swag. It's like, yo,
you know what's crazy is I've always said DeRozan is what Michael Jordan would be like today if he played in the NBA, which is, of course, no three, no developed jump shot, really. And here he is in Chicago coming back. And
But you just made my point, though, there, Mr. Ron.
How so?
In regards to how Michael Jordan didn't have a shot in the NBA when he first came in.
Right.
Yet he developed a shot as he got older and he stayed within the league. Does that not just did I not just mention that could possibly happen with Ben Simmons as well?
Michael Jordan never developed a three-point shot.
What?
He shot under 33% for his career. Maybe it's like 29. Let's see.
Okay, but even still, he developed a shot. We don't need Ben to make threes. We don't need that. We have KD for that. We don't need that.
Okay. Sure. You can have your point for right now.
So Trey, real quick, man,
yes,
from the games that you're talking about tonight, man, my picks are the Cavaliers, the Sixers, the Hornets. The game of the night is going to be the Nuggets and the Celtics, I believe. That's going to be the game of the night. I don't know who I'm picking that game yet. I'm taking the Trey, icy Trey, definitely doing that. The Bulls and the Timberwolves is the second game of the night for sure. Ugh, that's a good one. I don't know about that one yet. And I'm definitely taking the Jazz over the Magic. And I'm going to take Boston because Boston's playing at home. I'm going to take Boston because they playing at home. And just because of what I just said about, I think Zach gonna have a night tonight, man. I'm gonna take the Bulls at home versus the Timberwolves.
Of course, I'm looking at Cavaliers, Sixers, Celtics, Hornets, Hawks, Jazz, and I'm riding with my homie, big homie, Hub City, stand up,
Big
Compton
Cat?
in the building. No.
Zach?
DeMar and them Bulls.
Oh, DeMar's out of Cali? He is out of Cali.
He's from Compton.
That's right. He is out of Cali. Okay.
Definitely.
What you got, Ron?
I'm trying to see is Zach LaVine back.
Not disrespect. Not disrespect Jordan like that. Jordan is an assassin all game long. Jordan was at another level. That's what I'm talking about, AP.
Thank you, AP. Jordan, LeBron debate the other day.
The last time, Ron, you looked to see if the Bull, if Zach was back, and you said he wasn't playing, and he ended up playing that night.
Yeah, if LaVine's playing, I'm riding with the Bulls. If he doesn't, I expect Karl Anthony Towns to take over.
Okay, got you.
That sounds like a slice to my man.
What about the other games though?
Just because the Bulls don't got no front court depth, that was their biggest flaw. They should have brought a big man in. They should have went after Ibaka. I don't know, but something.
Yeah.
Because
you're right about that.
Vucevic they gonna get hurt in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
And Giannis, KD, they gonna get abused.
Yes, they're not.
Even Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Chicago. That's why I say first round exit, and everybody been calling me crazy.
No, you're right. They don't have a big man that can compete out there in the East for them against all the other ones.
Regardless if LaVine play,
mm-hmm.
this is Hollywood for Karl Anthony Towns. He probably about to have a 30, 15, 10 game. He should go off. Who's gonna stop him?
Stellar night. You're right. I totally agree with you. That's true now. That's what the Bulls Chicago is lacking is a big man, the front court, like you said.
Let's not act like Vucevic out of Pac-12 USC representative. Let's not act like Vucevic doesn't get buckets. Like he's not a defensive stalwart, but the man get buckets. That's the reason why they traded for him. He gets buckets.
Trey, don't do that. But out of the teams in which we just picked out the East, where is he staying with big man? Where does he stand? Thank you. Don't worry. Silence is compliance. I get it. Where does he stand in regards to big man out of the East?
Who the Celtics just picked up? Thies. That's about his comparison.
That's about it.
Murder Thies. They sit up and walk up on him like they walked on Alvin Kamara after the Pro Bowl.
Oh my!
Thank you, Anthony. Without Scotty,
oh my God, Anthony, are you one of those? Are you? Come on, are you?
Scottie Pippen made Mike.
Oh my God! Here we go. Where's Mike when we need him, man?
Who made LeBron?
Where's Mike when we need him? Where's Mike Hughes at? Mike, we need you, man. Where are you at, bro? Because man, y'all in this Pippen thing, man. I'm not taking nothing from Scotty.
Mike, man.
I'm not taking nothing away from Scotty, but y'all need to stop. Erica, tell him, Erica. Let him know. know.
So let's get it, fellas. We're gonna talk about some of these NFL topics. Yesterday,
you already know.
Did you check and see that reportedly the Washington Commanders have been hindering the Congressional House Committee investigation by not about the team's culture? Basically, it has been said that the NFL, initially the NFL was charged or being said that they haven't been cooperating. They're helping to hinder the investigation. But the NFL came back and was like, yo, that's not us. We are cooperating as best we can. It's the Commanders who are blocking the access to certain documents that are they're blocking the access to certain documents that can be that can help their case. Snyder's attorney attests that the Washington Commanders has not hindered any access to non-privileged documents at the end of the day. So of course, when I was reading the article, I was like, that's to me that stands out. I'm not blocking non-privileged documents. Y'all can see those all day. But these over here, y'all gonna have to do a little more to get these. They refuse to give them up. as saying they continue to talk about Snyder and his culture. As we know, they initially had a situation to where Snyder was forced to step away from the day-to-day actions of the team, and they put his wife in power. So now, of course, it has resurfaced that he has sexual allegations. It was sexual harassment allegations and assault to a degree, and now they're saying that they're blocking getting those documents. It was also additionally worded that they conducted a interview, but everything was opposed to written testimony. It was all oral due to the fact of the nature of the content, and they did a agreement with the people in which they interviewed that said it would strictly be oral, and so that's where they're at now. Ron, you're shaking your head. I know you trumping out the bit to sit up and state what you got, bro.
We just talk about progression and how easy it can be to bring a little bit more peace to the world. Like NFL, y'all don't have to have these problems year after year after year with Washington and Snyder. Like,
get rid of
Chocolate City. It's all black everything in Washington. I love it. It's time to get Snyder up out the paint and bring in a black owner and just completely change the landscape with diversity. The NFL is hiding and controlling this. Right. Roger Goodell works for Snyder, of course.
Right.
And again, like we said yesterday, I don't know if you see Rob, me and Bishop was talking about, Goodell has to be in a hard position. Like, he works for the owners, but he has to police the owners in the same breath. Like, that has to be like the
lawyer.
Yeah, it's like Davis. So say at the end of the day, like he works for the NFL, the owners. He's hired by the owners. It's a position in which he can't lose, but at the same time, he has to police those that really put him in position to get bags, and that could be, if you ain't of sound mind and integrity and everything, that could be a hard situation, especially when they consistently put you in positions to where you got to flex your muscle.
And for Dan Snyder to get kicked out and lose his ownership, it would have to be like 30 owners all saying yes. It would have to be a complete override, and they will never do that. And that just lets us know what the NFL is. Because the NBA had these problems. And what did they do with our man? Sterling
out.
Okay.
And the owner for Phoenix might be next.
Goodbye. We don't need these problems. For what? Go be a billionaire somewhere else.
So additionally, more legal trouble. Alvin Kamara, as we know, facing the felony charge of assault with bodily harm. His lawyer has his work cut out for him without a doubt. Of course, Alvin Kamara continues to say that that the situation wasn't what it is. Yesterday, as his attorney said he was going to start his investigation, the police and the DA from Las Vegas basically stated that Alvin Kamara's depiction of the situation does not match up to that in which he says. However, as my man Bishop would say, the victim's story is supported by the video in which they pulled. Jimmy, do you think this is a wrap for Kamara, who can potentially face up to 5 years in prison for the actions that was taken on that day? Him 4-on-1, almost looked like the baby fighting Danny Lee's brother yesterday.
Has the video surfaced
of the situation with Kamara and the gentleman, Mr. Green? They haven't released it yet. I don't think they're going to release it. But the police have it and have viewed it, and they say it matches with his story, more so with his story. Because remember, I told you, Alvin Kamara said they chased him down, and then the police, like, they looked at the video, there was no chase involved at all.
So his credibility is being shot.
And of course, in any case, regardless of the outcome of the of what could happen, potentially Alvin Kamara can still face some type of punishment for under the violation of the personal conduct policy in the NFL. So anyway it goes, you probably Alvin Kamara is not going to be playing next year for a couple of games, at minimum maybe 6 games.
Well, I'm waiting on
Hence the
video.
reason you need bodyguards. No, you know what? I ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this question: big, strong African American men, or just in general, big, strong. Are you hiring athletes? Are you hiring bodyguards to walk around with you when you're out?
And I'm the athlete.
And you're the athlete.
Absolutely.
You are? I'm not doing it, bro.
Why? Why not? Because the reason why I'm hiring bodyguards, so I won't find myself in a position like a Kamara.
I'm sure that these was his people. I'm sure his people was.
Even still, I don't care if we have to label them bodyguards or non-bodyguards or whether they my people. Either way, I'm still hiring somebody to take care of that situation. That way, I'm not in. Sorry for being an ass, but they would have.
I don't know if I'm at this point. He's the team. I don't know about that.
You ain't lying. They done already lost. They don't have a quarterback. You gonna get rid of Kamara too?
And they said goodbye.
You don't have a team. You already don't have a quarterback. You don't know what you're gonna do with the quarterback.
But Ron, you hiring a bodyguard?
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, man. There's people out here that'll harm you, harm your family, try and kill you just for $1,000, man. Let alone walking around $1 million commodity.
Right. We've heard of people being we've heard of fans, non-fans, people who hate, just picking on people just so they can get, try and get a lawsuit. Yeah, I'm buying a body. Hell yeah, I'm getting a bodyguard. People might say, people may be saying, oh, you weak, you can't fight your own battles. It ain't about that. When it's all said and done, I'm looking out for my livelihood. If I'm still in the game and I can still play at a high level, why am I going to jeopardize my career over some pettiness, over some nonsense? I'm not doing that. I'm not. When I can hire a bodyguard who can take care of one thing you don't see, compared to athletes and artists, you don't see that much when it comes to artists being looked at or being not harassed, but being people coming after artists as much as they come after athletes. You don't see it as much. Now I'm saying it don't happen. It happens. It definitely happens. But I would have to have a bodyguard, man, because I'm not putting myself in that position.
So I look at here what Anthony Price said. Of course, rest in peace, Sean Taylor. Life cut short.
Absolutely,
promising career.
Absolutely.
But you got to keep in mind that was at his home in which that happened. So basically, he will have a bodyguard 24/7. And then additionally, Applewhite talking about Young Dolph getting caught out there by himself. That's almost saying like you lose completely control of your life. Like you make all this money to do these things, and yet you got to walk around with somebody 24/7. Like I'm just not feeling that in the place. For me personally, I don't think. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't, but it would be. I probably would have one or have a couple for certain instances. If I got something to worry about myself like that, and I got to walk around, then I'll walk around carrying, and then saying it's always on me, and that be the instance. And
so now your career is over. So your career is over. Yes, your career.
I'm justified.
No, bro. When it comes down,
justified.
Good luck with justification. Good luck with justification, bro. Good luck with justification, bro.
But you say you're gonna basically be talking to me like, "Hey, Ron, hey man, y'all do what y'all gotta do. Go get me somebody." Because
good luck with that.
He said your career's over.
Your career's over, bro. Good luck with that.
I like what Apple. What is his name? Applewhite. My bad. He said this is America. He's been going in, but we talk about billionaires who got all these allegations and craziness going on with them, sexual assaults and whatnot, and a black athlete defending himself is getting 5 years of potential time of his life taken away. This is America.
So I don't know yet about the defense portion of it yet, and that's what
I think he's going to get off.
That's what the problem is, Kamara. So remember, what it said, it never said at no point that Kamara defended himself. Because there was nothing to defend against from what Mr. Green said. He basically said he tried to get
Right.
Well, Tamara put his hands on Green. Green smacked his hand off him. And then after that, it was, meet these hands. And then it's back, that's what happened. So it was in a sense, it seems like Kamara and his people and them instigated it or was the antagonizer of the situation, because all Mr. Green tried to do was get on the elevator from what he's saying. And then Kamara tried to stop him, and in the process, or put his hand out to stop him, put his hand on his chest, he smacked it down, and then his people put them hands on him. And they said, but the video clearly shows 4 people assaulting one person, and Kamara was one of the 4.
See, that's where Kamara messed up at, because he shouldn't have never jumped in. If he had 4 guys, we would be putting money on the trade book. Exactly, Zach. Say that part. Exactly. So that's where Kamara jumped. That's where people are haters for real bodyguards. And thank you, Erica. I totally agree. That's where Kamara messed up at. He should have never jumped in.
Where I come from, I don't know, because I was like, I'm not finna walk around like that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you mean to tell me you don't think Ice Cube, you don't think Dr. Dre, none of them dudes out there walking around with bodyguards?
I'm sure they do. I'm just saying, I don't think I'm going to walk around.
And they from your hood. They from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, they're not from my hood. They from the city, but they're not from my hood.
But I'm just saying, they out there from where you at. And with that being said, they know they don't want to find themselves in a lawsuit. Don't want to find themselves behind bars, locked up. Bro, sometimes you just got to take the necessary precautions to keep you and your family safe.
I know he's not walking. I know. Hey, I know.
We all know Tom ain't walking alone nowhere. Yeah, he got somebody walking him to the bathroom with him. We know this.
I'm trying to walk around like Marshawn Lynch walking around.
You trying to walk around like who?
Marshawn Lynch.
Okay. Okay. Well, we already seen Marshawn Lynch got in trouble with some parents because he talking crazy to the kids.
To some kids.
Oh, shoot, bro.
Fellas, just make sure you ain't walking around.
He said F them kids. He sure said that.
I said, regardless, fellas, just make sure. I'm speaking to all fellas. Just make sure you ain't walking around how Richard Sherman walking around. That's kind of harsh, but make sure you got a good circle around you. At the end of the day,
hold on, wait a minute. How does Richard Sherman?
Wait, yeah, I was about to say what happened, because I remember the last thing with Richard Sherman was he walked over his ex-wife house, or estranged wife house, and
tried to kick the doors down. And
his man's in them. It was his man's in them
too. What?
Oh, I thought it was because of his man's in them set him up.
No, it's because he ain't have his bodyguards around him, or at least a circle of homies to keep him in check.
Like, hey, bro, leave it up, let it go.
Yeah, right. Whether you get bodyguards, you either got to have bodyguards or a group of homies. At the end of the day, Marshawn Lynch keeps his boys around him.
At the end, Marshawn Lynch keep his boys around him. But I was about to say, so at the end of the day, because y'all say y'all walking with bodyguards, y'all my circle, I got bodyguards. Well, I don't know, maybe not, because they might be like, he don't pay me. He don't pay me, so they look at you like, hey, you want me? So of course, that's crazy. So yesterday,
hold on, Trey. Let me ask you this real quick, man.
Yes.
Let me ask y'all both this, and I know we jumped off basketball, but
go ahead.
I have to ask this quick question real quick, because I know we on football, but I have to ask this, man. And here it comes right here, Trey and Ron.
We're gonna get to that. Oh, you know what? Let me double back. I'm sorry, Bishop. You are so right. I appreciate you there for that. So of course, yeah. I'm so sorry we got caught up, and I completely left that out. So let me get to that. So additionally, let's take a backspin for a second.
We're gonna backspin back to the NBA. Yeah.
So last night, of course, the NBA selected the All-Star teams for the All-Star game, in which LeBron James as well as KD were the team captains. I didn't get how it went and who chose first, but of course the end state is Team LeBron is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikolai Jokic, and the additional reserves of Luka Doncic, Darius Garland, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, Davion Mitchell, Fred VanVleet, and James Harden. Of course, Team Durant is led as Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, and Anthony Wiggins. And then Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, Murray, Middleton, LaMelo Ball, and Rudy Gobert. And to the point in which Bishop is speaking of is it came down to the last two players, which was Kevin Durant's pick, and you had James Harden and Rudy Gobert that were the last two picks. And then James is like, LeBron's team got height and depth. So that's what we really need. So he chose Rudy Gobert over his ex-teammate in James Harden. LeBron went ahead and chose Harden. They both was clowning if I may say so myself, because they was like, hey man, he's like, ain't Harden injured?
That's what LeBron said.
Yeah. But then of course in grand fashion, Ernie be getting his punches in. He be on the slide.
So does Chuck.
Yep. Yeah, they was like, I was like, oh, he got traded. He gonna play.
Yeah, he said, he putting icy hot on right now. He's like,
he icing up to get ready to play. So to answer Bishop's question, was KD being petty with picking Rudy Gobert at the All-Star over Harden? 100% yes, he was.
Petty. He was being petty, but I don't blame him.
And that's why he's in this situation in the first place. He's the one that messed it up. Harden was not feeling welcomed in Brooklyn. It was him and Kyrie all buddy, and he never felt like he had a home. And that's why in this situation in the first place.
But I ask y'all this. Who got the best team?
Price already said it.
Yeah, without a doubt. That team is fire. I don't know who be picking, or if they got when you at production meetings.
But ain't Ja with KD?
Yeah, but bruh, that team, man? Come on, bruh. I don't know who be like. I thought Giannis' team against LeBron was trash last year. This one's a little better, but like he said, like Anthony Price said, I don't know who be pick. Whoever picks against LeBron can't pick right. I don't know what you be thinking or what be going on.
I don't know what you be thinking.
Seriously, like how do you sit up and how does his team constructed? I don't get it. You should do like how I'm going to pick these picks this afternoon. Where they pick, you pick the opposite of that person he picks and go from there, basically. So of course, yes. So saying appreciate that, Bishop, that reminder. Last night, NFL honors. NFL honors is basically an award ceremony that gives certain players awards for their accomplishments through the years. Of course, categories from the MVP on down to the fantasy player of the year. So what we're going to do is I'm going to state the winner of the award, and y'all tell me if I think it was that, definitely without a doubt, or if it was someone else.
These are the awards in which we spoke about yesterday, right?
The ones that we picked. We was pretty.
I still think I'm the GOAT again, because I think
we both had the same one.
Right.
We both had the same right. ones for the most part. Damn,
right.
You know what? It was a question which Ron, you know what? Before I get to that, let me ask you a question, Ron. You wasn't on yesterday. Let me ask you this question. Do you have a price?
A price for what? What do you mean?
A price. Just remember yesterday the conversation we was talking about. Everyone has a price.
Oh yeah.
Ron,
yeah.
do you have a price?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it substantially high?
Depends on what I gotta do, but you can without a doubt.
Bishop's price, as he said, is generational wealth. That's his price.
Bro.
We didn't say what we had to do, but he's like his price is generational wealth.
That's a couple billion.
Hey, there it is. Bro.
The reason I asked that question is because I wonder what is Daryl Green's price, and if Kamara can meet it. But in any case, yes, I digress in that. So so Bishop, we was pretty on. I think everything we actually picked, and I think we was 100%. The ones in which we brought up. Of course, we didn't talk about the coach of the year or the best moment or the fantasy player of the year, but I'm very sure we probably would have been on that as well. So of course, as we run through this, Offensive player of the year, Cooper Kupp. Was that?
You said, yeah.
You think that? So me and Bishop had the same one, Ron. You believe Cooper Kupp was the offensive player of the year, or should have went to John Taylor?
Yeah, it should have went to Taylor, and Cooper Kupp should have got the MVP. No. It's out of the tape. He didn't break those records in the last game, or I would have.
So you think if he would have broke the records, those 2 records, you think he would have been a prime candidate? A triple crown, broke the all-time records in receiving and what was it, touchdowns and receptions?
Yeah. Yep, he could have broke Calvin Johnson and the other one's record, but it was like 20 yards short. I don't know what happened with the Rams. You can't let that happen.
Come on, you know what happened, bro. So stop playing. The 49er defense, man.
Stop playing. Very true. Very true.
Don't agree with that. Don't agree with that. You know good and well that
it's okay, because you know what happened just 2 weeks ago.
Defensive player of the year.
They on the couch now. We'll have to watch the Super Bowl.
That part.
Touche.
What's going to be the spread? What's going to be the spread? What's your favorite Super Bowl meal?
I'm going with the Simpsons, 34-31. Well, no, I'm not. Disregard that. It's scratched up on the record.
Ron, you almost had him. You almost had him.
No, bro. I'm not going to fall for the banana and tailpipe trick again.
Ron, you almost had him. Hey, Ron, I had to stop and look up. I was like, oh, he's finna tell it. He's finna give a secret.
I heard the pick. And the score.
Yeah, Ron, you almost got it. Ron, look, Zach said, hey, look at Zach. Zach said, almost got him. Almost got him.
No. Cooper Kupp, like you said, offensive player of the year. Clearly, I believe Ron agrees with this. The defensive player of the year, TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. We said that.
Yeah,
we said TJ Watt too.
The defensive rookie of the year, Micah Parsons.
We said that.
Comeback player of the year.
We said that. I said that.
Burrow. Of course.
I said
that. In a landslide. What else? Of course, MVP. Aaron Rodgers.
Which he won by a landslide, really, because it was him.
His
Tom
last
Brady.
4 years, he has been on a tangent.
It was him, Tom Brady, and Kupp. Kupp got 1 vote. Tom Brady got 10, and then Rodgers got 39.
Yes, so
definitely. 10? That's nice.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady got 10. Kupp got 1 for
Kupp
MVP.
got 1.
Kupp got 1.
Offensive coach of the year, Dan Quinn. What do you think about that?
Dallas offense was lightning. It makes sense, but I guess the way they came up short this year.
The defense,
yeah.
Coach of the year, Mike Vrabel from the Tennessee Titans.
I don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Mike Vrabel, I don't believe it. I don't agree with that one. I don't.
Coach of the year got sent home early with a healthy resting team and a Derrick Henry coming back and a healthy AJ and Julio. Oh.
Yeah, I don't.
So who you think coach of the year too? Then
who you think should have got coach of the year? Zach Taylor, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan.
Not Kyle Shanahan. Are you serious? Stop it. Did he just say Kyle Shanahan?
Think about it. So let's keep it at 100. This is no bias whatsoever. Kyle Shanahan at week 7 was 4. At week 10 was 4-6.
Yeah,
and he got the team to the NFC Championship game.
Right.
Got him there. That's it. That's all he did. Got him there. That's enough. That's all he did. He got him there. Okay, great job for getting us there. You couldn't win the big game though.
He got a lot farther than Vrabel.
That part, and that's why I say, that
with
part.
less 6 seed, only wild card team.
When I'm really trying to think outside the box about coach of the year, I go to like Tomlin getting the Steelers to the playoffs.
Okay,
but I do like San Francisco more than that, Trey. I like that one.
it's always Ron. You always have that one person that's in.
What are the 49ers doing in the conference championship, man?
I say Sean McVay.
McVay, this guy, man.
I say McVay. No, I'm
Sean
just
McVay
saying.
got the Thanos hand on with all them weapons. No. You don't get Aaron Donald and get to become coach of the year.
Come on, man. Why not? Come on, man.
This one I do agree with without a reasonable doubt. Fantasy Player of the Year, Cooper Kupp. I could attest to this because I lived on Cooper Kupp's back the whole season.
Yeah, like, he carried a lot of he hurt a lot of fantasy people's teams.
I lived on Cooper's Kupp's back the whole fantasy. He kept me in all my games.
Yeah,
shout out to Cooper Kupp. Best NFL moment.
What was that? I didn't see that. I called games last night, so I missed the whole thing.
Okay, Tucker's 66-yard field goal. 66-yard
field goal.
Yeah, the record. They gave that to him.
I don't know what could have been any better than that. Yeah, I don't know what could have been better than that.
No, I don't think anything in the regular season outside of that Jamar Chase catch and run.
Or Tyreek's catch to win.
Well, that's because the only reason I said that because Tyreek's was in the playoffs.
Oh, right. That's
what's the name of that award? Best NFL moment.
The best moment. Yeah,
it has to be in game, huh? I would have gave it to John Gruden.
Petty. You talking about Petty? Ron Petty right there. That's Petty. That's Petty.
So with Cooper Kupp winning the
if that's the case, I'm giving it to AB.
Walk it off. Right. That should have been it.
Yeah,
that was
I'm giving it to AB. I'm giving it to AB. If that's the case, if we going that route, I'm giving it to AB. I'm just being honest.
The best football star. So with Cooper Kupp winning the Offensive Player of the Year, he joins a small circle of players for wide receivers winning that award. The only other wide receivers to win that award is, of course, none other than Jerry Rice. And Michael Thomas won it, I think 2 years ago for Offensive Players of the Year. So I asked y'all this question, right? Like Ron was doing, holding up 4 fingers. This is the 4th time in which Aaron Rodgers has won the MVP award.
Absolutely. Yep.
Outside of only one person is ahead of him. That's Peyton Manning with 5.
I was only doing that because Rodgers was doing that on the golf course yesterday.
Okay, because he was saying his 4th one. Yeah. He already knew. He already knew.
I'm just like, man, you celebrating?
Wow.
So with this, additionally, Aaron Rodgers is also the 5th player in history to do it back to back. So I ask you this. Is Aaron GOAT status now? Has he graduated from boat to GOAT?
No.
You gotta get one more.
Ooh,
he still needs. I don't even say he needs to get one more. He doesn't necessarily need another MVP. He needs a Super Bowl.
No, that's what I meant. One more Super Bowl.
Oh, one more Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I can agree with Ron with that.
One Super Bowl puts him GOAT status.
Yeah.
Which I think he will when he's out there playing for y'all next year, Trey.
You know what?
Ron, look, Ron. I don't know what it is that Trey done to you, but I look. I need you to stop. I need you to stop, bro.
I remember. I can't believe the Rams is in the Super Bowl right now.
Good Lord, he's 2nd or 3rd, not 1st.
Yeah.
As what, the GOAT status? What do you mean, Anthony?
Explain quarterback.
He's 3rd. Second is Joe Montana, but he might be 3rd. But you know what? I'm omitting. Steve, between Montana and Peyton, who you think is Peyton the GOAT status or boat status?
He's 3rd. Peyton gets 3rd. John Elway got 4. Do we got to put anybody else above Rodgers?
Who's 1st and 2nd?
Brady and Montana.
Okay, Brady and Montana.
Okay.
So
Elway.
He talking about this.
Oh, Hall of Fame.
First ballot, of course.
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
He without a doubt, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's definitely making first ballot. without question.
So okay, so
Especially if he wins
he's
another
still-
Super Bowl.
he's still GOAT status at this time. Okay,
But
okay,
I need
got it.
Ron. Both, yeah, best of all time. I definitely need Ron to stop. Come on, he's not going. He's not going.
It's funny he say that, bro, because everyone's thinking that even Tom Brady's gonna come back to play for San Francisco.
Man, stop it!
If you want to win a Super Bowl, you know where to go. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Y'all. Oh man, y'all are so.
Listen, if it was Philadelphia, which was in the same situation, I would be like, "Yo,
what situation?
Philly,
what situation is that, Trey?
Where if they were to get Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, that they'd win the Super Bowl, I'd be like, "Yo, you know what? You got you." Yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm just saying in regards to the fact why does got to be San Francisco of all teams.
Because both those teams are teams who are Aaron's from the Bay Area, and then it was Tom Brady's favorite team growing up, so that's why they're, being pushed forward.
Oh my gosh!
So speaking of Hall of Fame, appreciate Anthony Price. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, 8 were inducted into the Hall of Fame. That being Leroy Butler, Bryant Young, Sam Mills, Cliff Branch, Richard Seymour, Tony Baselli, Art McNally, and Dick Vermeil. So with these 8 individuals, which is not, in my opinion, a lackluster induction, but all the same, they are in the fraternity with the elite. I asked these people, and y'all tell me if they were snubbed or not. I think about 8 names. Y'all let me know if you believe they were snubbed. First name, Reggie Wayne, wide receiver, Indianapolis Colts. Was he snubbed?
These is to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Did you say Devin Hester? Didn't they let him in?
Nah, they didn't. He's on this list too. I'm talking about. So we'll start there. Devin Hester, snubbed or nah?
Interesting.
No, I told you yesterday. No.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. That Devin Hester, I just don't. Yeah. And which everyone talked about, like he was lackluster as a receiver. He would just be getting in on his special team prowess, being the all-time return touchdowns, and then hell, he's only 11th all time on the or not 11th, he's 8th all time on the return records.
Yeah. I got my one stub. I'll let you get through the list.
Okay, DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware.
He definitely was snubbed.
You think so? Hell
yeah. I don't know what, because when I looked at what everyone else went that got in, I was like, DeMarcus Ware was like 4-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All Pro. Like seriously, when
Who said Devin Hester didn't do nothing, man?
Anthony Price
on his Hall of Fame plaque, it just needs to say 100 Madden rating.
That's what he was known for real. That is real.
I don't think DeMarcus Ware should be considered that much of a Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Was this his first?
Yeah, he would have been a first time balloter.
Yeah, no, he wasn't snubbed.
Okay, interesting. So had this been his second or third, we could consider it as a snub.
Yeah, maybe second or third. Yeah.
Okay. Torrey Hope.
Wow, it's been
Ron. That's Ron area. Yeah,
like how he's not already in.
Yeah, I feel like he was snubbed. Yeah, I feel like Torrey Hope should be in there.
I don't know about that one. Zach Thomas. Linebacker, Miami Dolphins.
No. I don't feel like he was snubbed. No.
Okay. Andre Johnson, wide receiver, Houston Texans.
So many wide receivers, man. My one snub is a wide receiver, and you ain't get to him yet.
Andre. No.
Okay, back to Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne. Yeah, I feel like Reggie Wayne because he had some records at one point, didn't he?
Of course, he was playing with Manning.
Yeah. So Reggie Wayne, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. I believe I agree with you, Applewhite. And last on my list,
Patrick Willis.
Whoa, where's Steve Smith?
They didn't have him as he wasn't a finalist.
That's my.
You talking about Carolina Steve Smith?
Yeah,
right?
Mm.
he wasn't a finalist. I think he was a semifinalist, and he didn't make it to the finalist group.
Oh wow. So yeah. Wow. Patrick Willis, yes, he was snubbed.
You think he was snubbed?
Yeah.
He quit on his career.
So I was about to bring that up. So not to say that he shouldn't have been, but I think like definitely had he played a couple more years without a reasonable doubt, he definitely would have been a first year baller. I believe initially he was a first year baller, but when I sit up and thought about it, I was like, wow, maybe it wasn't a snub.
Steve Smith didn't even make
I
the
can see
final.
that.
Give me Steve Smith over Reggie Wayne. Torrey Hall, I'm sorry. Over Devin Hester. Steve Smith won a triple crown. He's
I give him over Devin Hester. I don't know about Reggie Wayne. Definitely over Johnson. I don't know about Holt either. Steve Smith deserves. I feel like he should have been a finalist, though. I do believe that. Only for the simple fact is, for one of the main reasons why I feel like he should have been a finalist. I met Steve Smith. I've seen him. The dude is not a big guy, and to do what he did on that
tenacious
on that gridiron,
huh?
Who was his quarterback?
Jake Delhomme.
Dang, you wasn't supposed to say it. It's going to take him a while because you got to think about it.
Right. Jake Delhomme, yeah, I knew it was Jake, but I know he had some good numbers with Cam too, though. Ooh, did you see this?
Reggie Wayne had Manning, Torrey Hall had Warner, Andre Johnson had a trash can.
Yeah, he had the what's it called, brother?
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I mean David Carr.
David. Yeah, David.
Don't forget Schwab.
Yeah. And Matt Schwab.
That's why I said trash can.
Yeah, and Matt Schwab. Yeah. He did have Matt Schwab. I forgot about him. He did.
So the NFL is continuing to make the same moves, bro. Remember yesterday, Bishop, we talked about how the NFL is going international and they're having the games in Mexico and Germany and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Now Tottenham is making the play as they put their bid in for the 2026 Super Bowl.
No.
Do you think this is a possibility?
No.
You're not feeling the Super Bowl in England?
No, I'm not. No. Y'all doing too much. Y'all got y'all. Do you really think Andre Johnson's a Hall of Fame? That's a good question, Anthony. Andre Johnson.
Ron, you're not feeling the Super Bowl in England either. Mm-hmm. We got to get up at 3:00 in the morning to watch it on the East.
No. Give them a few games, maybe a playoff game here and there, maybe, but not a Super Bowl. No.
There's 3 locations where Super Bowl should be played, and that's it: LA, Vegas, Miami. Nowhere else in this world.
So I ask you this.
Okay.
As we get into we start to get into the Super Bowl questions. Who has the better skills group? The Los Angeles Rams or the Cincinnati Bengals?
It's gonna be quick.
He said that quick. He ain't let you get it out of your mouth good. He was Rams.
Everyone you say except quarterback.
Rams.
You agree?
Yeah, I'd have to say the Rams.
Yeah, hands down. My next one. If Matthew Stafford wins the Super Bowl, does he automatically become a Hall of Famer?
No.
Not saying first ballot, just a Hall of Famer.
No.
Why not?
He just won us a Super Bowl. That don't make you automatically a Hall of Famer.
He has Hall of Fame. He has Hall of Fame wide receivers in the Hall of Fame.
But does he have Hall of Fame numbers?
Yes, I believe he does.
It doesn't matter what the receivers he had that's in the Hall of Fame. Does he have Hall of Fame numbers?
I'm a firm believer. If I disregard, we had this conversation over. Okay, I'll give you that.
I would like to say go as far as I know this is a stretch. If you haven't won an MVP, maybe
That
you shouldn't
part.
be in the Hall of Fame as a quarterback.
That part too. Agreed. That's why I say, what does he have? Hall of Fame? Like, do he have Hall of Fame numbers?
He was the only quarterback for Johnson, and he's a Hall of Famer.
Stats. Hall of Fame stats.
Correct. He has Hall of Fame stats. He definitely has Hall of Fame stats. So, a couple of ones before we get to the final
meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes.
So, we did a little rendition of start one, bench one, trade one.
Ron, this is a question for you.
Oh man, a miracle to turn 21 again and go play with Sean McVay or my man up in San Fran. But it's crazy because Derek Carr was. Oh wait, are we talking about the Derek Carr that's in Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was talking about his brother. Derek Carr to win. MVP and Super Bowl.
There it is.
That's the minimum. That's the floor.
There it is. Wow. That's how you feel, AP? Applewhite? Okay.
So, Jeremy, tell me how y'all feel about this. Like we say, this is my rendition. We're going to do a rendition to Super Bowl food, right? So, then we're going to call this Eat One, Table One, Trash One. So, I'm going to give you three delectable dishes, and you're going to tell me you eat one, table one, trash one. Bishop, we have your favorite Pizza Hut pizza, Wingstop wings, or homemade nachos. Eat one, table one, trash one.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, feel free.
Is this Pizza Hut pizza from the 90s?
Okay, we'll go with that. We have a true pizza connoisseur here.
We have to have a decade in which the pizzas were better than
we have a true pizza connoisseur here. So yes, right. We'll go with the Pizza Hut from the 90s. So eat one, table one, trash one. 90s Pizza Hut, homemade nachos, or Wingstop wings. What y'all got?
I'm trashing the Pizza Hut.
Trashing Pizza Hut.
What's the other two?
Homemade nachos or Wingstop wings.
Okay, but
wait, hold on. Let me ask this question: does Chantel make the nachos in the Davis home? Who makes the nachos?
She does.
Okay. Let's hear it. Tabling, or you eating Chantel's? You tabling Chantel's nachos, or you eating them?
I'm tabling Chantel's nachos and the meat.
Oh, Chantel, Chantel,
she ain't on.
You don't have to sit up and do a clip and send it to her.
I'm gonna edit this later. I'm gonna edit this later.
Okay, Ron. Eat one, table one, trash one. What you got?
Pizza, nachos, and then the Wingstop can get out of here.
What?
You trashing Wingstop?
What? Say word.
Wingstop wings are trash anyway.
Bro, where you gotta be kidding me? What type of wings y'all got up in Alaska?
Wingstop. Every day I gotta decide if I want wings. Is Wingstop on this side of the corner in B-Dubs? I've never been like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Wingstop.
I'm always like I'm finna go to Wingstop.
Always. That's me too, bro.
So I guess I go. I'm trashing.
Super Bowl, bro. I'm that for those three for the Super Bowl. I'm definitely going with the wings.
But the
nachos.
So that's a tough one. So definitely Pizza Hut is getting trashed.
Yeah, definitely getting trashed.
This is 90s Pizza Hut though.
90s Pizza.
I think it's more of a play into just like Wingstop wings go hard to me.
They do,
especially the lemon pepper,
the
lemon pepper joints.
Them right there,
bruh. And the ranch and them French fries.
What?
Come on,
Boy,
playing.
and don't
Come on,
forget that roll. Don't
Maybe
forget
I'm
that roll.
sleeping
Oh
on
yes,
Wingstop.
the roll.
forget that
Let's
I'm
roll.
gonna go get
go.
some Wingstop this weekend, and then I'll let y'all know if I'm changing
Wait a
on
minute.
Monday.
So you ain't never had Wingstop, Ron?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I just might be sleeping on them.
you
I
are,
don't know.
bro.
I don't like
Man.
B-dubs. I don't like B-dubs. I'm sorry.
I don't either. Oh no, B-dubs is trash. We will be getting the Wingstop. That's right. I'm talking about Zach. That's what I'm talking about, Fred.
So
Yeah.
it's a
B-dubs
real
is
close. So
garbage.
I don't know, but I don't know if I'm tabling the Wingstop either. But I think I might be like Bishop. Like I'm tabling the nachos and
Yeah.
going after the
Because and the reason why I table the nachos, let me explain my thing for tabling the nachos, right? The reason why I table the nachos is simply because of the fact that some people see my wife. So you picking Pizza Huts over Papa John's and that part, Anthony.
Domino's. Domino's is
part.
all right. Domino's is an acquired taste for me, but definitely not Pizza Hut. I don't mean Papa
Not
John's.
doing
I don't mess with Papa John's too much.
I don't like Pizza Hut, but the reason why I'm tabling
Y'all got mods
nachos,
out there, huh?
So the reason why I'm tabling nachos is because, like, I think Applewhite said it, and a lot of other people probably have the same reason, is because everybody make their nachos totally different. Like my wife does Mexican type nachos, and now I'm just not a Mexican type nacho type person. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
what other type of nachos is it?
There's the black folks version of nachos, baby. When we put
Would you put a brisket on it?
Yes, sir. There it is. Brisket. You know, you got your nacho
nachos.
cheese, some
Oh, my
jalapenos.
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Throw some sour cream and chives on it. Some
Oh,
ground
goodness.
beef in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
my
when you
goodness.
gotta add, when you adding beans and Freddie, when you adding beans and guacamole.
Chantel, I'm feeling your nachos, man. I don't know what Bishop talking about.
Oh man,
It's
I'm
a
not
place
doing
like that. We have a place here in Leesville, Fort Polk called of course they have it everywhere else, Barbecues. And the only thing I eat from Barbecues is their not trailer nachos, which is basically brisket, cheese, and French fries. But besides that, actual nachos, bro, all day. I'm not finna eat no brisket on my my tortilla chips.
What? Are
No,
you
fam.
crazy? Bro,
I'm gonna change my order. I'm gonna table the Pizza Hut.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the Wingstop, and I'm gonna throw nachos out. Y'all giving nachos way too much love. Nachos are overrated. Going forth for me.
I do know that.
Come on, Ant. Like this dude completely
I
just
do
like
know that, and I do.
Barbecue.
it is. It is.
Oh,
We ain't got too many. Like we just got a Chili's like 5 years ago. Like there's nothing around.
I do know that, Anthony. I do know nachos is not a black thing. I totally get it, but we have taken it on the
remix.
Making them black.
Take that.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you don't like Mexican nachos, though, Bishop. As crazy as that sound, because I've never
Especially
really
being that my
down.
wife is half Mexican.
Oh, okay. I've never sat down and been like, I want to eat nachos unless I went to a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
I don't know what Trey's doing up in barbecues.
Like I said, that's the only thing there that they had that I would eat. It's called the tractor nachos or something like that, and that's all. That's what it is. Is even chicken, brisket, or pork. I don't eat pork or seafood, so I'm left with even chicken or brisket.
Trey is just all jacked up. He don't eat pork or seafood. Like what person don't eat bacon? Like something wrong with you.
I eat turkey bacon.
No. If you don't eat pork bacon, something wrong with you. If you don't eat pork bacon, something is definitely wrong with you, bro.
I eat turkey bacon, beef bacon.
And who doesn't eat shrimp? What? That's oh my god.
You mean the roaches of the sea?
Oh, I guess Ron don't eat shrimp either. Huh?
Nah, I love shrimp. Y'all get me hungry. I'm ready for Super Bowl.
I know, right? I'm about to go get my stuff right now.
Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not. I would have to drive all the way to Lake Charles, which is an hour and 15 minutes from here, in order for me to get some Wingstop wings. So I guess
between Anthony Price? It depends on between who you talking about.
It don't matter. It's Popeyes #1.
So here in Leesville, all we have is Popeyes or KFC, or make it at
KFC is
home.
good too, though. KFC is good too. I like KFC's chicken too. Popeyes is good too. I do like Popeyes, but it's either Popeyes, KFC, and what's the other one?
Yeah, there's some stops down south that we sleeping on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I set up and had
here,
Bojangles for the first time. Oh,
Bojangles go hard,
Bruh.
but we don't have a Bojangles here. We don't have a Bojangles here, but Bojangles go hard. Bojangles do go hard.
I was like, what? It was one of those like, what have I been missing all my life?
So people would say it's either KFC, Popeyes, or Churches.
Churches, that's the other one. There we go.
Churches.
Stop playing, Ron. You did not just say Churches.
No. I was
about to say, what?
We can't forget Raising Cane's or
Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is another one, and then here we also got what's the other one?
In Texas, Zaxby is a lot.
Yeah,
no, it's the other one. The one that got the sweet tea that's fire.
You talking about what's called chicken? Bush chicken, yeah.
Bush.
Oh, you know who go hard? Golden
Chick. Oh
yeah.
No, Golden Chick does not go hard to me.
I just eat their tenders and put the spice on.
The tenders nice. Now they tenders are good.
That's
their
why
tenders, Golden Chick tenders are good. I will say that they tenders are fire.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get none of that, which was I can't eat none of that. Like, it's just not going down here. I guess it'll be homemade nachos. So what everyone, Raising Cane shouldn't have been mentioned, what everyone has been waiting for. It has come that time, fellas. Our panel's pick for who we believe is going to win the 56th Super Bowl in the NFL. The matchup between the Los Angeles Rams as they play the away team in their home stadium versus the Cincinnati Bengals. So as we in grand fashion, Bishop and Ron both are ahead of me by a half a game, in which the only thing that can happen is they lose and I get the right pick for us to all be settled in and pick. As I stated earlier, I believe that they have been in cahoots together. They have been on the line, texting one another, and basically saying that, and basically stating that, hey, Trey did all that talking, and now look at him now. Now he needs, just like the Pittsburgh Steelers needed them to tie, the Pittsburgh Steelers needed for even one of the Raiders or the Chargers to lose to get into the playoffs. Now I need them to tie to get me in. So, what have you, fellas? I'll let y'all go. Saying between one another, decide who's picking what. So I asked you, it's that time. It's this Friday. We've been waiting for this for 2 weeks. Who do you select to be the Super Bowl champion for Super Bowl 56?
Wow,
you gentlemen have the floor.
Well, I'll take it upon myself to go first and go ahead and get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it out the way. So we do know that this game is going to be a good game. I feel like this probably be one of the best Super Bowls to go down in Super Bowl history because we have two great teams playing against each other. We got Matthew Stafford, the gunslinger. We got Joe Burrow coming in and doing his thing in this great Super Bowl 56. But the key thing in regards to this game is it's the defense cahoots. Really? Really? So the thing is the defense. So you see I'm wearing my orange, and I'm wearing my orange because that is the, Cyro Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated. So it kind of coincides with a few things, you know what I'm saying, in regards to this game. Of course, Cincinnati, they're the Cincinnati Bengals, which is a Bengal tiger, which is one of our things that refer to our fraternity. But I will say this, right? Burrow has been sacked 51 times in this season. 51 times, the most in the NFL. However, Matthew Stafford has thrown the most interceptions in the league this season. So you go to figure Matthew Burrow, rookie, or not a rookie, but you know what I'm saying, the young gun or the veteran. in Matthew. Go say, I have chosen to pick. Let's go Rams! Let's go Rams! I'm going with Matthew, the veteran, to come through and win Super Bowl 56, baby. Let's go!
Okay. Ron, Mr. Lowe, please.
I was not expecting that at all. I was like, oh, I might be able to win this thing. They both gonna pick the Bengals. Crazy. Wow. So simply my heart is telling me Rams and my brain is telling me Bengals. If we follow the storyline, this is Joe Burrow's Super Bowl. That is it's written in the stars for him. The football gods have set it all up perfectly. But I gotta go with my heart. I'm gonna go with the Rams. Better on all phases of the field. I like that score 35-24, but it's the Super Bowl. We cannot forget the lemon booty that's going to be in some players' equipment. They ain't going to be scoring that much. It going to be some goose. I like 24-17, 24-20. Let's go Rams. But Burrow is going to have an opportunity to steal the game.
Okay.
With the last possession, but Rams is gonna hold it down.
All right, Trey. So we know what you got.
So we basically have Ron picking the Los Angeles Rams, Bishop picking the Los Angeles Rams. If they are correct, then they will have a final standing of 9-4 for this season. However, if they are incorrect, they will have a 8-5, which means I will have an 8-5 as well, because I am going against both Bishop and Ryan, and I'm rocking with Joe Burrow in the building, as Joe is going to be my connection to getting there. So I am rocking with Cincinnati, even though I equally believe that the Rams are going to win. But no, it is about individual compromise. It is about individual satisfaction. So in that case, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar, Joey, Mixon, Samaj, P-Rod. Hey, I'm calling y'all.
Now we talking Samaj. Now we add Samaj.
Yes, Samaj, let's go. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's what we're going with. That's who we're rocking with. That is what's going to be good. Hey, let's go. Cincinnati, get your first Super Bowl of your existence. That's how I'm going, fellas. I believe that it is possible for who's the youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl?
Mahomes, right?
Yes, correct. Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Hey, I said y'all thought I was playing. Let's go. I'm Team Cincinnati.
Rolling in.
Wow.
I am Team Cincinnati.
Yep. He the only other one that's riding with Trey.
Let's go. Oh damn, who?
Applewhite. He got the Bengals by 3 with the kicker being the hero.
Hey, I rock with that. Let's go, McPherson. Let's get it. On to Super Bowl. Joe, as Ron has stated plenty times, Joe does not lose in big games. I have been listening to Ron say that consistently throughout this process. So I believe Joe does not lose in big games. I would rock with Joe for this one time.
He was 7-0.
This big game.
7-0 in postseason. He will be 7-1. Uh-oh. You got another one. Erica.
Oh, man.
Erica with the Bengals, too.
Bayou. They're not the Bayou Bengals. Actually, they are the Bayou Bengals in Cincinnati, because you got Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow there. Hey, let's go. That's what I'm looking forward to. As well, I'm looking forward to the commercials as well. So, of course, that'll be a talk point Monday,
halftime.
too.
And
Yes,
halftime.
yes,
And
halftime show. Let's get it. But yes, let's go Bengals. You can bring me back in this. This is where it's all about.
Are we gonna do a halftime show?
You know what they supposed? I have to find out because remember I told you that they stated something about it. But you know if they don't, then of course we always could. We always can jump on if you know saying Ron is available. Depend also at the halftime show is that because you know I have
Oh, that's right. We're trying to watch the halftime show too. That's facts.
Well, but you know I'm also that would be hard to watch and do the show at the same time. But then you know I also got the fraternity stuff. I'm not.
Oh, that's right. Sure do. I forgot about that too. Okay.
So
it is what it is. We'll talk about it Monday. We can do that.
It will be what it will be. I greatly appreciate y'all coming on. Someone said that people doing a halftime show
are singing for free.
Mary J. Blige.
She is. She's singing for free.
Yeah, you know they don't. I think they pay the NFL
to be in the halftime. Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, I didn't know
they
that.
used to pay. They stopped that a while ago. They paid the NFL for that. Yes, that was the Cahoots. So y'all surprised me. Y'all surprised me. I just knew y'all was gonna go separate.
Nah.
We've been on the same page all playoffs.
Yeah, we
are the Cahoots brothers, I guess.
Yeah.
As I look at the check marks on the up and down the page, you are correct.
Right.
It's like at the end, it was like, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm on. We greatly appreciate y'all checking this out today. We look forward to seeing y'all come Monday morning. Of course,
absolutely.
You know, say hit us up. Greatly appreciate it, Zach. Greatly appreciate it, Ron, Bishop. Any parting words?
Hey man, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in all week. For all those that's been on here, from the Ericas to the Freddie to Zach to Applewhite AP Anthony. I mean, we really appreciate all of y'all. Key didn't get on here today. I didn't see Key today. I don't think Key got on. Jay Patterson, Frat, I appreciate all of y'all. We can't do this show without you, man. Again, shout outs to Ron for being on here today, giving us his pick for this weekend, which he made the correct pick, which I didn't think he was going to do, but he did. He made the correct pick, so he is going to be a winner when it's all said and done, along with myself. And Trey will come up a bit short, as always. So just, be sure to stay tuned on Monday. We're going to have plenty to talk about this Super Bowl, of course. So thank y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend. Have fun. Be safe this weekend for the Super Bowl. And we'll holler back at y'all on Monday.
Ron?
For real.
Pizza, wings. Make sure y'all have an incredible Super Bowl. Get some good food.
Hey, be sure to check out, if you haven't already, Power Book 4.
Man, real quick, why you saying that, Trey? Would y'all like to see us do a show on Power? The series?
I think Ron does one already.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay. I did one when it first started back in the day.
We had to sit up and see. Maybe we could jump on with him to talk about it.
Yeah, Ron, we love to jump on that show.
Power, talk about power. I'll be honest. I guess I'm a little bit different. I'm still trying to get my footing on the force, man. I potentially I know it could.
But it's only one episode. It's only one episode.
Yeah, true that. And that's like you said, we talked about that. So yeah. But we greatly appreciate that. We'll get off the line talking separately about that. But like you said, greatly appreciate it. We look forward to hearing from y'all, seeing y'all on Monday as we continue and talk about this
post
Super Bowl as we transition to other sports. You know what I'm saying? But it's still the same topic, same energy that we keep. We greatly appreciate y'all. So without further ado, see y'all on Monday. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Check out Power and all that jazz. Or check out also UFC 277. I think it is 271 on Sunday. That's going to be. We'll talk about that as well. So thank you. Appreciate y'all. At this point, show attention. Fall out.
Roll fight. Roll 5 military fraternity.